West 11 Sports presents Littlefield High School football on the Littlefield Sports Network. Welcome to tonight's play-by-play broadcast. Our Littlefield High School football coverage is proudly brought to you by the following supporters: Wellington State Bank, Wildcat Laundry, the Lance Insurance Agency, Hillcrest Funeral Home, the Littlefield Independent School District, Heffington Farms, and Triple T Irrigation, First Federal Bank, Warren Computers, Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC, and 806 Customs. Also by the Lamb County Electric Co-op, Fibermax by BASF, Brown Flying Service, Fades and Foils by Amanda, Energy Fitness, Legacy of Love Hospice, Clift Land Brokers, Always Towing, and by AAA Truck Federated Auto Parts. We'll have an interview with Wildcats head coach Bo Bryant right after these words from some of our supporters.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. Football season is here, so take the winning drive to Bill Wells and score big. We have the largest inventory in Plainview, great financing options, and a team that will treat you like family. At Bill Wells, we are professional grade, and we want to be your car dealer for life. Click on BillWellsChevrolet.com or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
Where your next car's in plain view.
806 Customs is Littlefield's newest auto superstore. From minor vehicle repairs to major overhauls, diesel repair, LS and diesel swaps, and more. 806 Customs is here to serve all your automotive needs. In addition to the mechanic shop, we offer window tint, wheels and tires, and all types of vehicle accessories. We even offer multiple financing options. Located at 508 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Come by or give us a call at 806-410-0711. 806 Customs is open for business and here for you.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County, so you get personal service, local decisions, from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Tonight, the Littlefield Wildcats take on the Brownfield Cubs here at home, and I want to talk about Brownfield with head coach and athletic director Bo Bryant here in just a moment. But first, Coach, let's take a look back at last week's win over the Morton Indians here at home. Final score was 60-14. The Littlefield Wildcats win in a blowout fashion. And first of all, we thank you for taking time to visit with us.
Yes, sir. It's good to be here.
Well, Coach, the Wildcats win 60-14 over Morton. A game, Chip Green had a big night once again. He was 15 of 19 passing for 337 yards, had 5 TDs passing. He also ran for 97 yards and had 2 touchdowns on the ground. Gabe Villanueva had 107 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns. Zane Champion had 105 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns. Ian Mendez ran for 70 yards and a touchdown on just 4 carries to lead the Wildcats offensively, but 60 points on the board. Hard to complain about that. The Wildcats really put on a show, and I think this may be the year where we start to see some of those offensive records fall.
Yeah, I think so. Like you said, Chip had a big night, but all those names you mentioned, he's got a bunch of threats around him. Really looking at every receiver position, any of those guys can go off at any given night. I've talked about it before, but when Coach Thomas came in, we couldn't hardly catch a ball, just skill-wise. But 3 years into it, our guys have put in a lot of work, done a lot of throwing and catching, and you can see the result on the field. Zane Champion probably had one of the best catches that I've seen in a long time, over the shoulder for a touchdown. Then you look at the running back position, we got Ian and Major, who both at any time can go off. And so just a lot of threats around. It's good when we can spread the ball around and get everybody a look. And, Chip, he makes things go for us.
And, those are the kids that get mentioned. Those are the kids that make the headlines. They're the ones that score the touchdowns. But anybody that knows anything about football, when you have an offense that's, putting 60 points on the board, you have to give credit to the offensive line. And we were talking about that during the broadcast last Friday, that our offensive line did a great job, not only run blocking, but protecting Chip and just giving our guys the time they needed to make the plays.
Oh, yeah. No doubt it starts up front with those guys really on both sides of the ball. And I think that's one thing that we've really improved on this year is our offensive and defensive lines, I think, have gotten a lot better. Still got a long ways to go, to compete for district championships and win those gold balls. But I like the way that we're heading, and those offensive line and defensive line guys are just getting better every week.
We're not real big, and we're not just blowing people off the line, but, on both sides of the ball, we're relatively small. But it seems like the schemes and the way that we play and the way that we go tempo and just kind of utilize our quickness up front, it's kind of been a formula for success.
Yeah, it has. And like you said, when we can get going on offense and go fast, you can definitely see it on film. When we get the defense tired, their pass rush isn't near as good, and they're not set and lined up on the snap of the ball. It just helps those guys out using their quickness and stuff. And so, yeah, the tempo definitely helps us.
Well, the Morton Indians scored the first touchdown of the game. They made a 2-point conversion, and then we rattled off 60 unanswered points, and then they scored on the last play of the game to make it 14 for the Indians. But we scored 60 points over the course of the game. But, Coach, it was another slow start. For the 4th time in a row, we let the other team score first, and we had a whole lot of penalties on that first drive.
Yeah, we did. We come out, get a 3-and-out defensively, give up a fake punt for a first down, and then we got several more stops on the drive that ended in penalties. So, that's something we've been preaching all week, that those penalties, if we continue, will cost us a game. So we've been working on that. Hopefully we see an improvement this week. But that's something that we have to take care of because, like I said, it's going to cost us a game if we continue.
Yes, sir. And give credit to Morton, too. They came, at least in the beginning of the game, I was a little bit frustrated at the penalties and the way that drive went, and I'm sure you guys were too. But give credit to Morton. They came to play, and we knew, and they probably knew too, that they were a little bit undermanned. And in addition to being a smaller classification, you had told me before the game that they had some of their best players were out with injuries, and they came out and got after us there right off the bat. And I think eventually we just did what we do, and that was just wear them down and took advantage of just mismatches everywhere. I think we had better athletes, but Morton came and gave us their best shot.
Yeah, they did. They're a good football team. They were up 8-6 in the second quarter. So credit to those guys. They played hard, but that's what we try to do is wear teams down, get them tired, play tempo as fast as we can, and we really stress winning games in the second half. So that kind of showed. What we just got to do a better job of is getting a better start, not waiting, and get that fast start, eliminate the penalties, and just play a good, clean game for 4 quarters.
Well, the Wildcats improved to 3-1 on the season. We get back in the win column, and tonight the Brownfield Cubs come to town. We're moving back up, as far as the opponent goes into Class 3A Division I. Cubs are a familiar foe. We've been playing them for a long time, and it's always a good matchup when Littlefield and Brownfield step on the field. And I want to talk about the Cubs coming up right after this. You're listening to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football. I'm Cody West, visiting with head coach Bo Bryant. Coach, tonight Brownfield comes to town. Brownfield under a new head coach, and they're rebuilding, it looks like, and they haven't had a whole lot of success to this point. But they're hungry and ready to get a win here tonight against Littlefield. I feel like we'll get their best shot, no doubt. What are we going to see from the Cubs? Are they athletic as usual?
Yeah, they are. Like you said, we're going to get their best shot. Littlefield always gets the opponent's best shot, but they'll come out, they're spread. It's actually this coach's second year. He came in last year, but last year coming in, they were really pass heavy. They had that quarterback back there that was pretty good. Losing him, they've been starting a freshman at quarterback. and they've been more relying on the run game. They've got about really 3 or 4 different running backs they'll put back there and kind of spread the love back there. But they're athletic, so we can't let them get loose. We've got to play good, sound defense, not let them break tackles, because we've seen it on film where any of those backs can just break it loose. So we're going to have to do a good job defensively, taking care of the run. Make them put it in the air, because I don't feel like they're comfortable doing that just yet. But it's going to be a challenge for us.
One thing we've been able to do consistently, it seems to me consistently this season on defense, is putting pressure on the other team's quarterback and kind of creating chaos in the backfield. How do they look up front? Are they going to be able to protect that freshman?
I feel like if we come out and play our game, our defensive line will have a big night. You can see on film where other teams have been able to get pressure on him, and I think that's why they feel like right now they need to try to run the football more. But yeah, if our defensive line will come out, our outside backers, and play our game, I think we can have success up front.
What are they going to throw at us defensively?
They'll be in an even front, a lot of man coverage. Like I said, they got those athletes in there, so they're going to try to play a lot of man. Offensive line is going to have to really communicate and talk. They're going to bring some pressure. They're just going to try to send guys from everywhere. So we're going to have to do a good job of communicating, of keeping our eyes up, and just taking care of those blitzes.
Do they have any kids that stand out on defense? Anybody we need to look out for?
They've got a really good inside linebacker. He's probably their best player. So, those guys, like I said, we're going to have to do a good job of just sorting out the blitz and making sure that we take care of our gap.
So, of course, the big homecoming win last week against Morton. You come in, I'm sure, with some confidence to the week of practice. How did it go this week?
It was good. We've got a couple guys that have banged up that we rested a day or two. But yeah, we had a good week of practice. Guys are fired up, ready to go. This is our last home game, non-district home game, so we're looking forward to it. Hopefully have a big crowd and be ready to go.
All right, Coach, we send you all the very best, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, thanks, Cody.
Yes, sir. Coach Bo Bryant here in the pregame show. We'll be back with more Wildcats football right after this.
Hey, it's me, Ben Warren of Warren Computers, supporting the Wildcats for over 25 years. I know it's hard to shop local with gas, groceries, and other needs priced higher than down the road, but I bet you didn't know Warren Computers has been providing top-tier computer service and support while keeping prices so low compared to Lubbock. I've saved my customers combined over $1 million since 1999. Choose to save money. Go to warrencomputers.com. Call or text 806-632-2464.
806 Customs is Littlefield's newest auto superstore. From minor vehicle repairs to major overhauls, diesel repair, LS and diesel swaps, and more. 806 Customs is here to serve all your automotive needs. In addition to the mechanic shop, we offer window tint, wheels and tires, and all types of vehicle accessories. We even offer multiple financing options. Located at 508 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Come by or give us a call at 806-410-0711. 806 Customs is open for business and here for you.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
Welcome back into the pregame show. I'm Cody West here on the Littlefield Sports Network, live at Wildcat Stadium here today. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by the Lance Insurance Agency in Littlefield. David McGehee, your agent. And we want to say thanks to the Lance Insurance Agency for sponsoring the pregame show here in the during the football broadcast. Here from Wildcat Stadium tonight, the number 5 game on the schedule. Littlefield comes in with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss. Brownfield comes in still looking for their first win of the season. The Cubs are 0-4 After opening the season with a 63-6 loss to Muleshoe, they fell to the Slayton Tigers by a score of 34-14. The Roosevelt Eagles by a score of 50-18. All three of those teams are our district opponents. And then last week they fell to Levelland by a score of 38-0. So the Cubs are hungry for their first win of the season. The Wildcats come in after a big win over Morton, 60-14 last week. We opened the season with a win over Lamesa, 55-27. Then we beat Denver City 35-14 before falling to Abernathy 26-22. And then, of course, last week's big homecoming win over Morton, 60-14. The Wildcats, again, 3-1. Brownfield is 0-4 coming into tonight's non-district contest. Let's take another quick break, and we'll be back to look at your current weather conditions coming up right after this. You're listening to Littlefield Wildcats football here in the pregame, brought to you by the Lance Insurance Agency.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
AAA Truck Federated Auto Parts isn't a chain store. It's locally owned by your neighbors who really care about you. John and Charla McBride and their staff are here to make sure you get the right part at the right price. In addition to quality federated parts, AAA also provides expert vehicle repair, offering oil changes for less money than out-of-town counterparts, plus brake jobs, air conditioner service, and more. There's no reason to go anywhere else for auto parts or auto repair. AAA Federated Auto Parts, located north of Littlefield on Highway 385. Quality automotive parts and accessories, and Littlefield owned and operated.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here at Wildcat Stadium. Those of you watching on YouTube and also listening at littlefieldsports.com. I'm Cody West here in the pregame, brought to you by the Lance Insurance Agency. Great weather outside. It was another hot day today, but the temperatures are slowly cooling off as the sun begins to set in the west. You can see, if you're watching on YouTube, over half of the field now is covered in shade, and the home stands are in the shade. But right now, it is 88 degrees outside here in Littlefield, Texas, under a fair sky. We have winds out of the northeast, light and variable, but holding steady at about 3 miles per hour. We have 21% humidity outside right now, so it's dry and warm for this late September. We had cooler games at the end of August than we did at the end, or than we are here at the end of September. But in any case, beautiful weather, still lots of room here at Wildcat Stadium. If you want to come out and support the Wildcats, you can do that if you're here in town. And the Wildcats, of course, getting ready to take on the Brownfield Cubs. So come on out and cheer them on. For those of you watching abroad or listening abroad, we thank you for tuning into our broadcast here tonight. Let's take another quick break, and we'll look at the starting lineup offensively and defensively for the Wildcats right after this.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. Football season is here, so take the winning drive to Bill Wells and score big. We have the largest inventory in Plainview, great financing options, and a team that will treat you like family. At Bill Wells, we are professional grade, and we want to be your car dealer for life. Click on BillwellChevrolet.com or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
Where your next car's in plain view.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here in the pregame as the captains are coming out onto the field at the 50-yard line. Joined now by Ryan West. You ready for some football?
I'm always ready for football on a Friday night.
Yes, sir. Well, the Wildcats back-to-back home games after last week against Morton. The Wildcats again at home. It sure does feel good to be at home. As the Wildcats captains are out on the field, that is Chip Green, Isaiah Coleman, Major McNeese, and Marquise Rosemond, your four captains for the Littlefield Wildcats. Littlefield dressed in their home maroon jerseys with white pants, white trim and numbers with white helmets, and, of course, the big silver shape of Texas with a Wildcat head in the foreground. Brownfield dressed in their visiting white jerseys with white pants, red trim and numbers for the Cubs. They've got the red helmets with the black face masks and, of course, the Brownfield Cubs logo on the side. So Brownfield wins the toss. They elect to receive. Littlefield will be defending the north end zone here at Wildcat Stadium. So Littlefield will be kicking from left to right as we sit here on the home side here at Wildcat Stadium. Our pregame show brought to you by the Lance Insurance Agency here in Littlefield. Let's take a look at the starters for the Wildcats tonight. First, defensively for Littlefield. On the defensive line, our TNT, we have at nose guard, number 66, J.J. Gonzalez. Your two tackles are number 50, Marquise Rosemond, and number 54, Jacob Kirkland. But Tate Clark, Uriel Ibarra, A.J. Cantu, among others, will be rotating in and out of the game on the defensive line for the Wildcats. Your two defensive ends are on one end, Ben Castillo, number 8, and on the other end will be number 3, Jaden Barrio. Your linebackers are number 4, Caden Reyes, and also number 1, Isaiah Coleman. And then your secondary looks like this. On the corners, we have number 11, Zane Champion, and number 32, Gabriel Villanueva. Your safeties are number 2, Major McNeese, and number 10, Ian Mendez. And those are the starters defensively tonight for the Littlefield Wildcats. When Brownfield has the ball, we're led by number 12, the quarterback, Chip Green. The offensive line in front of him looks like this. Number 78, Sean Ibarra at center. Your two guards are number 51, Tate Clark, and number 64, A.J. Cantu. Your offensive tackles are number 55, Uriel Ibarra, and number 54, Jacob Kirkland. In the backfield, we have starting at running back, number 2, Major McNeese. Your tight end is number 88, Jose Payan. And then your wide receivers will be number 32, Gabe Villanueva, number 1, Isaiah Coleman, and number 15, Braden Redmond. When Littlefield has to punt, it'll be Ian Mendez, number 10, doing the kicking when we punt. The place kicker is number 30, Adam McDonald. Our return men, Major McNeese, number 2, is the punt returner, and Major McNeese and Ian Mendez are both the deep men on kick return for the Littlefield Wildcats tonight. Those are your starters offensively and defensively, brought to you by the Lance Insurance Agency in Littlefield. Both teams have come out of their tunnel. Ryan, I think it's a little bit scary sometimes when you play a team that hasn't won a game yet because you know they're hungry for one.
No, and they may come out hot. Teams that are usually 0-4, they want to win bad.
And also, teams that play Littlefield come out hot. We've given up a touchdown to the other team in every game first. We've let every team we've played score first on us this season. So hopefully, of course, last week we let Morton score and then we scored 60 unanswered points. But we've got to get off to a better start than what we have so far this season. Wildcats and the Cubs are getting ready for the national anthem. Here on the broadcast, we'll take a break and we'll be back with your kickoff. Coming up right after this, the Littlefield Wildcats pregame show has been brought to you by the Lance Insurance Agency.
for farm and ranch real estate right here in Littlefield. Call Eric Turpin at Cliffland Brokers. Eric has a true understanding of agricultural and commercial properties, as well as a commitment to finding the perfect match for your needs. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, Eric can make the process smooth and stress-free. Let him navigate the market for you and secure the best deal. Call Cliff Land Brokers at 806-385-0905 or visit clifflandbrokers.com and go Wildcats.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center. With affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts, Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit energyfitnesslfd.com for more information.
Introducing Fades and Foils by Amanda. Located inside JoJo's Attic in Littlefield, Fades and Foils is your one-stop, full-service salon, specializing in men's and women's cuts and styling, balayage, color corrections, all-over color, and even waxing. Let Amanda rescue your hair. Open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. For an appointment, call 806-598-1988. That's 598-1988. Book now, because demand is high for Fades and Foils by Amanda.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West here at Wildcat Stadium, where the Wildcats and the Cubs are set to square off. Our first quarter tonight here on the broadcast brought to you by First Federal Bank. We want to say thanks to First Federal for sponsoring our broadcast here tonight and proudly supporting the Littlefield Wildcats and the Lady Cats. So Littlefield's going to kick it off, and we'll get to see the Wildcats defense first, unless there's a turnover on the kickoff. That wouldn't be too bad. As the Brownfield Cubs kick return team comes out onto the field. Wildcats will be kicking from the north 40, and it'll be number 30, Adam McDonald, the place kicker for the Wildcats. And they'll have one man deep in the center, standing on the goal line. That looks like number 11, Trey Timmons. He's a 5'11", 155-pound junior, Trey Timmons, standing on the goal line, the deep man for the Cubs. So here we go. We are set and ready for this non-district football game. Last few years, this has been a district game. No mas. Here's the kick. High end-over-end kick. Comes down at the 3-yard line. Timmons on the return, gets it across the 20, and he'll have his legs chopped out from under him at the 25-yard line. And Littlefield comes away with it. Am I a fortune teller?
No, I think they're going to mark him down.
Can I predict the future? Littlefield came away with it, but they will say that he was down now. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Brownfield Cubs. Littlefield's defense comes out onto the field. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Brownfield. We're just underway. The First Federal Bank first quarter. Cubs will go out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. Big hole over the left side. And he's across the 35 to about the 36, 37-yard line. And that'll be a first down on the carry there by number 1 of the Cubs, Jeremiah Williams. Number 11, Trey Timmons, is the quarterback. Cubs will huddle up. And Coach Bryant said they like to spread you out and then run it right at you. 3 receivers right, 1 on the left. Here's the snap. He bobbles the snap, he picks it up, and he will fumble the football. It looked like he tried to spike it, but Littlefield comes away with it. And that's number 54, Jacob Kirkland, coming away with a fumble.
And Jacob Kirkland this season has been all over the football, recovering fumbles and not making fumbles.
Littlefield Wildcats create a turnover on the opening possession of the game for the Cubs. So it'll be 1st and 10 Littlefield going the other way. Ball is on the Brownfield 27-yard line. It'll be Chip Green out of the shotgun with Major McNeese, the running back, in the backfield. Here's the snap. Green swings it out, complete to Coleman on the left side, has a block, gets up to about the 21-yard line. That'll be a nice gain of about 6, maybe 7 on first down. Quickly, Wildcats right back to the line. That'll be 2nd down and 4. Shotgun, here's the snap, same play. They swing it out to Coleman. Gabe Villanueva blocking as Coleman tight ropes down the sideline, gets the first down. It's a Bill Wells Chevrolet first down from the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's the snap. They'll give to McNeese. Major tries to find a crease, doesn't get a lot, but he'll be tackled at about the 10. 2-yard gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 8. Green takes the snap, hands it off McNeese right up the middle, and he'll gain about 2 or 3 more. So here we go. It'll be 3rd down now. 3rd and 4 from the 6-yard line. Wildcats will check with the sideline. 10:09 and rolling on the clock here in the first quarter. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. McNeese over the left side, fighting for the first down marker. I don't know if he'll get there. I think he's going to be short. He's right a few inches short. Here's the tush push. They're going to push it all the way into the end zone, and that's a Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown with 9:45 left here in the first quarter of play. Littlefield takes the early lead 6-0. Take that turnover and turn it into some points.
This Littlefield offense over this season has gotten really good at the tush push.
Adam McDonald will kick. Jaden Barrio the holder. Kick is up. And it's good. With 9:45 left in the first quarter of play, the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. Littlefield 7, Brownfield 0. We'll be back right after this.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit durablebuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. And let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football with 9:45 left in the First Federal Bank first quarter. Littlefield leads this game 7-0. The kickoff after the touchdown goes out of bounds, and the penalty flag will come out. So they'll step this one off. Up to the 36 is where they'll spot it. So it'll be 1st and 10 Brownfield at their own 36-yard line. And for the first time this season, Littlefield scores first. Timmons out of the shotgun, double slot formation. Here's the snap. He'll keep. He's got some blockers and some speed. He's got the first down into Littlefield territory. And he'll be wrapped up and brought down at about the 42-yard line. So a big gain there on first down for the Brownfield Cubs. That'll be 1st and 10 Brownfield at the Littlefield 42. Timmons goes out of the shotgun. 2 running backs this time. Snap. He hands it off. And the Wildcats are there to bring him down after no gain on the play. Good job there from number 8, Ben Castillo, to fill the gap. Second down and 10 after no gain on the play. Second down and 10, quarterback out of the shotgun. Trips on the right side, single receiver on the left. Here's the snap. Again, they hand it off. This time they go over the right tackle. It's about a 2-yard gain. And once again, that's number 1, Jeremiah Williams on the carry. Did you see who brought him down? Looked like number 66, J.J. Gonzalez.
That was also number 1, Isaiah Coleman, in there on the stop.
Third down and about 8 for the Cubs at the Littlefield 40-yard line. 7-0 Wildcats on top. Trips left, single receiver on the right. Here's the snap. He's going to keep, gets through, and he will be hit and brought down, but not after he gets the first down at the 31-yard line. He's a good athletic quarterback, the junior Timmons.
It just seems like most of the yards this quarterback is getting is off of busted plays. I don't know if you noticed on that play, he looked around like he was going to hand it off before taking off.
Yep. Yeah, and he's what we've seen so far, he's pretty slippery. 1st and 10 for the Cubs at the Littlefield 31-yard line. Timmons out of the shotgun, trips left. Here's the snap. He'll hand it off once again. The Wildcats are there. And that was number 4, Caden Reyes, who came up to make the stop. Still a 4-yard gain on the play. Brings up second down and 6. And one of our players moved the football.
Tried to do the old Tony Romo, sliding the ball back.
That was pretty funny. As A.J. Cantu reached over there and moved the football. So here we go. He's like, hey, y'all didn't get the right spot. Here's a deep pass, intercepted. Littlefield coming the other way. This is Jaden Barrio. Barrio with the interception. He's across the 30 and fights to the 40-yard line. And another turnover by the Brownfield Cubs, and Littlefield is back in business.
That was a good play on the ball by number 3, Jaden Barrio. Reading the ball in the air, he saw it. The receiver fell, and he just made a play on the ball.
I asked Coach Bryant, they got shut out by Levelland last week, and I asked Coach Bryant off the air, I said, can they move the ball? And he said, yeah, they moved the ball on Levelland, but they had some costly turnovers. And it looks like that's continuing here in the first quarter for Brownfield. We'll take advantage of it. 1st and 10, going the other way. The Wildcats have the ball. Green out of the shotgun, sends a man in motion. That's Payan. Looking to throw. Green throws deep down the field. Has Redmond in and out of his hands, and it falls incomplete. Redmond had a step on the defender.
The offensive line did a great job protecting Chip that play, giving him just enough time to throw.
Yeah, they've got 3 big down linemen, but they only rushed 3. Everybody else dropped back in coverage. So it'll be second down and 10 after the interception. Correction, the incompletion. Here's the handoff. Breaking through is Ian Mendez. Mendez gets across the 50, and he'll be tackled at about the 32-yard line, and a big gain, and that's a Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the Brownfield 32. Here's the snap. They go right back to Mendez, this time on the left side. He's got a block, and he carries it for about 5 yards, maybe 6. Yep, that'll be a 6-yard gain, second down and 4. Wildcats on the move here in the First Federal Bank first quarter. 6 minutes left here in the first and rolling. Snap, they go right back to Mendez. He dodges a guy and gets close to the first down, but maybe about a yard short.
Got two helmets stuck together.
That doesn't happen very often. That was Tate Clark, number 51, who got his helmet stuck with the face mask with one of the Brownfield players. 3rd down and 1. Green shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. Mendez right up the middle. His forward progress will get him 2 yards. He just needed 1, and that'll move the chains, and that's another Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. So now Major McNeese checks back into the game as Ian Mendez will come out. 1st and 10, Littlefield. The 21-yard line. Green takes the snap, and he'll keep it right up the middle. Chip fighting to the 16-yard line. That may give him the 15-yard line. That's about a 7-yard gain. Chip's like having another running back back there. There's a handoff to McNeese. He'll be upended short of the first down. Wildcats come right back to the line. It'll be 3rd and 2. Green takes the snap, hands it off McNeese. He gets the first down, but not much more, to the 10. Littlefield brings in Mendez. McNeese will come out, trying to keep him fresh.
Reminds me of that old school Littlefield slot eye. Just run it right at him, switch running backs, and keep gaining yards.
Yep. 1st and 10. We can get a first down if we get inside the 2. Here's the snap. They give to Mendez. He cuts through, gets into the end zone, and that's a Heffington Farms touchdown. And the Wildcats are 2 for 2, scoring on the first 2 possessions of the game. And Ian Mendez is just real quick, shifty when he hits that line. And good blocking up front by the guys on the offensive line. Here's Adam McDonald. He'll kick the extra point, and it's good. The Wellington State Bank scoreboard, 14-0 Littlefield with 4:07 left in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new drive-through ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats football. Here's the kick return after the Wildcats touchdown. And it's about a 9-yard return there for the Brownfield Cubs. It was taken at the 12, and he carried it to about the 21.
It was a good tackle by number 32, Gabriel Villanueva, staying in his lane, hurrying to the football.
14-0 Wildcats with 4 minutes exactly left on the clock here in the First Federal Bank first quarter. Cubs' 3rd possession of the game. They've turned it over twice. Once on a fumble and once on an interception. They'll go 5 wide. Here's the snap. Quarterback Timmons going to keep. There's a flag on the far sideline. And he'll be chased out of bounds by Major McNeese. I didn't see, was it them?
Hopefully it was them. This season we've had a lot of penalties that have bitten us, especially during the Abernathy game.
I can't see the white hat. Where's he at?
I can't see.
Oh, there he is on the far sideline. Yeah. I guess the penalty was declined. It'll be 2nd down and 4. They'll spot the ball where he went out of bounds. So it must have been on us. It must have been offsides. So 2nd down and 4 for the Cubs. Here's the snap. Timmons is going to keep coming to the near side. Cuts it up, and he'll be brought down at the 29, maybe the 30. Getting up from the bottom of the pile there is number 8, Ben Castillo.
I really like how aggressive this Littlefield defense is being. They're stunning on almost every play, even disguising it and then stunning.
Yeah, we've got 11 athletic kids down there on defense. Everybody down there is an athlete and can get to the ball. 3rd down and short. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Wildcats are there in the backfield, and a great job. Oh, a flag comes in late. That was a great job on the blitz by Ben Castillo. Came in untouched and hit the ball carrier as soon as he took the ball. But a flag came in. I hope it wasn't a face mask or something. I know Castillo hit him low, so it couldn't have been him. We'll see what the call is. Personal foul, a chop block against us.
I don't know about that one with the chop block. It looked to me like he just hit him in the legs and tackled him. That was just a normal tackle.
Castillo?
Maybe.
I mean, he went at his legs, but I mean,
you can't really call that a chop block because
no,
that was a tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it was one of our defensive linemen or maybe we high-load a guy.
It's always a possibility.
Yeah. In any case, that's a big penalty, and it'll be 1st and 10 Brownfield at their own 42-yard line. Quarterback out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He'll hand it off, coming to the near side. Redmond is there to wrap him up and bring him down for about a 2-yard loss.
Also on the tackle, number 54, Jacob Kirkland.
Yeah, I heard a coach say one time that he likes, it was a long time ago, he said he likes to put his 11 best athletes. Well, what he said was, he goes, I always put my best athlete at quarterback. And then the next 11 best athletes, I put them on defense. Of course, most of our guys are going both ways anyway, but we do have a real quick defense that gets to the ball. 2nd down and 12. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Redmond's coming in. Pressure, and he'll go down. And that was Ben Castillo and Braden Redmond. They both got to him. I don't know if they'll be credited with half a sack or not, as he kind of tripped as he was trying to get away from him. But it's going to be a big loss on the quarterback sack. It's all the way back to the 32. Redmond was coming in from the right side, and Castillo was coming in from the left. They're just having a hard time blocking us right now.
And that's what you want as a defense. You want them quick off the line to get through the line of scrimmage, to get pass pressure on the quarterback.
1:38 and rolling here in the First Federal Bank first quarter. Trips right. Single receiver on the left. Here's the snap. Timmons rolling right. He's going to keep it. And he will run out of bounds. Nowhere to throw. Good coverage downfield. Isaiah Coleman. And Jaden Barrio. We're back deep, and he just didn't have anywhere to throw it. So the Wildcats will force Brownfield to punt it away. It's going to be 4th and about 20. We've got to watch the fake. They watched last week's film. They saw Morton successfully fake one on us. Major McNeese is back to return the kick. He's standing at about the 34-yard line. Here's a kick. High but short. Lands at the 48, takes a Brownfield roll all the way down to the 33. So Littlefield will get the ball for the 3rd time tonight at our own 33-yard line. 1 minute, 12 seconds left on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. Your score is 14-0 Wildcats. This first quarter seems like it's kind of gone by pretty fast.
It has gone by very fast.
Both teams running the ball.
There's something else I've noted. The crowd is eerily quiet tonight.
Yeah. This place was rocking on homecoming a week ago. Tonight, just more of a laid-back atmosphere.
It's Friday. Everybody just got off of work. Let's go watch football. Relax.
Yes, sir. We've got a long weekend of football ahead of us. As Olivia shoulders drop. She loves it. when we have football on TV from morning till night Saturday, morning till night Sunday, I try to give her a break every now and then. So here we go, 1st and 10. Green out of the shotgun. Wildcats football and a whistle. That'll be the first timeout of the game taken by Brownfield. It's a Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this from Hillcrest Funeral Home.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football. Cody West, Ryan West after the timeout. Littlefield has the football. Olivia Seha on the camera tonight. Chip Green takes the snap out of the shotgun. Throws, looking for Redmond. Man coverage, and again it falls incomplete. As Braden Redmond goes to the ground. He's covered pretty well.
No, that was a good ball thrown by Chip Green and a good route run by Braden Redmond, but the defender just played it good. Good defensive play.
Yeah, for Brownfield. That's number 18, the corner. His name is Valderas. Here's the snap. Wildcats hand it off over the right side. Not a lot of room there. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Wildcats. Caden Reyes is in there now at the tight end position, or the fullback. I call it a fullback. He's listed as a tight end. I call it a fullback. Jose Payan, the starter at that position, but now Caden Reyes. 3rd down and 10 for the Wildcats. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Green takes the snap, looks to throw, dumps it off underneath to McNeese. He tries to get to the corner, and he does, and he'll be very close to the first down marker near the 42-yard line, and they will give him forward progress, it looks like to me, for the first down.
That was a great play call by the offensive coordinator up there. Run the screen pass.
They're going to say it was short. 4th and 1. We're going for it. Here's the snap. They hand it off. And he'll get it to the 45. Major McNeese needed a yard and got 2. Villanueva and Coleman wide left. Redmond wide right. Now check with the sideline. Green and McNeese in the backfield along with Reyes. That'll do it for the first quarter of play tonight, brought to you by First Federal Bank in Littlefield. The Wildcats lead at 14-0, headed to the second. We'll be back right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back in as we start the second quarter of play. Littlefield has it 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Chip Green's going to keep, but nowhere to go, and he'll be tackled for a loss. A flag comes in, and I'm afraid that may be a hold on us.
It is. He pointed to us. And that's something we got to fix. We got to minimize the penalties every game.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of penalties. Second quarter brought to you by Wildcat Laundry and the Jones family. Thanks to Wildcat Laundry for sponsoring the second quarter here on the broadcast. After that holding call, it'll be first down and 20. First and 20. Here's the snap. Green, pump fake, throws deep, looking for Villanueva. Caught at the 34-yard line and out of bounds for the first down. Gabe Villanueva hauls it in, and that's a Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. Here come the Cats.
That's a good job by Gabe Villanueva, giving them momentum. A nice head roll to catch the ball and bring it in.
Here's the snap, first and 10. They go to McNeese. Right up the middle, big hole. Major McNeese is going to take it to the house. That's a Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown from 25 yards out. A 25-yard touchdown run for Major McNeese, and it is 20-0, Littlefield on top.
And this offense is doing what it does best. It runs the defense, runs the defense, runs the defense. They can't keep up.
Here comes Adam McDonald to kick. Jaden Barrio, the holder. Hold is down, the kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it wide left. With 11 minutes and 34 seconds left on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard, it is Littlefield 20, Brownfield 0. We'll be back right after this.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West, where the Wildcats lead this game now by a score of 20-0. The Wildcats have scored on all three possessions tonight. Brownfield has fumbled, threw an interception, and punted. So here we go. McDonald kicking off from the south 40. High end over end, but short. And a fair catch is called at about the 25-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. 11 minutes and 34 seconds left. The Wildcat Laundry second quarter. And a flag on the field way back at the 40-yard line. Where
Might be offsides.
I bet it is. That's about the only thing it could be over there. And he dropped it right on the 40, so that's where we were lined up. So they'll give Brownfield some extra yards on another Littlefield penalty.
You know, we may have gotten some penalties this game, but, I mean, no penalty is good. But I see it as an improvement because there's no unsportsmanlike targeting or any costly penalties.
Yeah. We did have that one personal foul. Here's a handoff up the middle. He's got a big hole. He gets to the side. He's got the corner. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to catch him. And the Brownfield Cubs are on the board. That's about a 63-yard touchdown run.
The defense was in good position. He just found a hole and outran everybody.
Jeremiah Williams on the carry for Brownfield. And it's 20-6 with the extra point to come. So they'll try the extra point kick. Here's the snap. The hold is down. Kick is up. And it is through the uprights with 11:22 left in the second quarter. The Wellington State Bank scoreboard is 20-7. Littlefield on top. We'll be right back.
Legacy of Love Hospice, bringing quality care into your home. We are locally owned, and our hospice care team provides end-of-life care for terminally ill patients. Our services can help bring solace to the patient and their concerned family during a difficult time. For exceptional medical care, as well as emotional and spiritual support, count on the healthcare experts of Legacy of Love Hospice. For more information, call 806-370-2100 or visit legacyoflovehospice.com. Legacy of Love Hospice, caring from the heart and wishing the Wildcats all the best this season.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Ryan West here at Wildcat Stadium, where Brownfield has just scored. to make it 20-7, Littlefield on top. The Cubs are going to kick it from the north 40-yard line. Here we go. Wildcats kick return team is out on the field for the first time. Here's the kick. End over end, comes down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the return. This is Gabe Villanueva across the 30. Villanueva to the 40 and tackled at about the 42-yard line. A good return there, sets up good field position for the Wildcats.
That was a good job by number 3, Jaden Barrio. I don't know if you saw it on the far side of the field, but he did a little fake. He looked like he had the ball, and he got some defenders to bite on it.
Well, you know, last week we ran the starburst on the kick return. And I don't, Villanueva wasn't able to get in position to run it this time because they kicked it to the left. But it was still a nice little fake there to kind of confuse the kickoff team. So here we go, 1st and 10. Green out of the shotgun, sends the man in motion. That's Payan. Here's the snap. He fakes the handoff all day long. Now he'll stretch it out and run. Green heads to the sideline, and he'll be out of bounds around the 49-yard line.
Good job by the offensive line, giving Chip time to throw and get out of the pocket.
Gain of about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Here's the snap. Green hands it off. Mendez gets close to the first down, across midfield into Brownfield territory. We'll see where they spot it. 48. And that'll be a first down. Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. Bill Wells Chevy GMC, where your next car is in plain view. Here's a handoff. Ian Mendez pushing the pile to the 45-yard line.
And that's something that's great about both our running backs. Number 10, Ian Mendez, and number 2, Major McNeese. They're so powerful, and they just keep moving.
2nd down and 7. Here's a snap and a timeout taken. Brownfield had too many men on the field, and right before the snap, the coach calls timeout from the sideline. We'll take it with him. It's a Warren Computers timeout. We'll be back right after this from Ben Warren.
$28 billion. That's how much scammers stole from senior Americans last year. Whether you have $500 or $500,000 in the bank, the scammers want it all. At Warren Computers, we don't want you to be a victim. Our new Scam Scram program combines years of trusted computer service, educational training, and some old-fashioned one-on-one communication to help keep you and your loved ones safe from scammers. You'll get peace of mind, friendly computer support, and so much more. Call 806-632-2464 right now.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Ryan West. The Wildcat Laundry second quarter. 10:27 left on the clock. 10 minutes, 27 seconds on the new Wellington State Bank scoreboard here at Wildcat Stadium. 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats. We're at the Brownfield 44-yard line. Green out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. We'll hand it off. Mendez once again looking for room. Pushes across the 40. And he'll be close to the first down. Needed 7, got 7. And about 4 of those yards were after contact. 1st and 10, Wildcats. Here's the snap. Green hands it off. This time Mendez over the left side. Still on his feet, fighting, and they'll finally get him down, but his forward progress carried him to the 35.
This Brownfield defense is getting tired. It's a good job by the offense and hurry up.
They still got a long game ahead of them because our tempo is really starting to wear them out a little bit. Here's Green on the keep going to the far side. That was kind of a misdirection play where everybody was pushing left and Green takes it right, but Brownfield didn't fall for it. Still turns it into positive yardage. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Two receivers right, 1 on the left. Here's the snap. Green hands it off. Mendez up the middle. And he's going to be turned back, but I think he's got the first down. Big number 61 got his arm around his neck, kind of slung him around. So it's going to be 4th and 1. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Mendez right up the middle. Gets the first down to about the 30, correction, the 26-yard line. And Littlefield right now is having a lot of success just running it between the tackles. Here's the snap. Green's going to keep it. This time he cuts it outside, gets to the corners to the 20, the 15, and out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll step it, or they'll mark it rather, at the 12. Wildcats on the move once again. It's a Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Mendez up the middle. Powers his way to the 5-yard line. That's about an 8-yard gain. Quickly right to the line. Littlefield methodical. Here's the snap. Green's going to keep going to the left side. Runs over a guy and into the end zone for the touchdown. Littlefield is on the board again with a Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown.
And that's something you got to love about Chip Green. He's the quarterback, but he's the most physical on the team.
Yeah, we see it a little bit when he plays on defense, but he'll run over you. That makes it 26-7 Littlefield. McDonald to kick. The extra point is up, and it is through the uprights. With 8 minutes and 32 seconds left in the second quarter, Littlefield leads it 27-7. We'll be right back.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Ryan West, as the Wildcats have scored every time we've had the ball so far here in the first half. We'll kick it off once again from the South 40. From right to left, if you're listening. Here's the kick. Short kick once again, and it goes out of bounds once again. The Wildcats, seems like Adam McDonald has kind of been instructed to kick it away from their return man, number 11.
Another thing it seems like they're telling him to do is kick it in the gap where nobody's at. Because if you remember last week, Zane Champion, number 11, recovered a kickoff that happened and landed and nobody touched.
Yeah, you're right about that. And that's probably what he's trying to do. I doubt he's trying to kick away from number 11 now that you mentioned that. He's probably trying to find that open spot. Because we've also seen Adam consistently kick it to the end zone this year. So we know he can kick it for a touchback, but I think he's trying to find that open spot and maybe give us a chance at it. Brownfield has it this time on the 30-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep going around the left side, breaks a tackle, gets to the sideline before Redmond chases him down, and it'll be a 12-yard gain for a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 Brownfield at their own 42-yard line. And you could hear a pin drop out there.
Very quiet, eerily.
1st and 10, quarterback out of the shotgun, double slot formation. Now a man in motion. Here's the snap. They give it to him on the sweep, but he drops it. And they're going to count that as an incomplete pass. He didn't really hand it off. He just kind of tossed it out in front of him. And the motion man dropped it on the ground and ruled incomplete. I think he was able to get it. It kind of bounced right back up to him, I think.
Yeah, that was a good call by the official, but wouldn't it have been great if that was a fumble?
Yep. So 2nd down and 10. Cubs come to the line of scrimmage. 8:08 left here in the second quarter. Here's the snap. 3-step drop, looking to pass. Now he'll be flushed out, rolling right. Here come the Cats coming in hard, and he'll throw an incomplete pass as Caden Reyes just kind of threw his body into the quarterback, and the quarterback, Timmons, stayed on his feet, took the shot. And I think the coaches told Reyes, hey, you got to wrap him up. You can't just throw your throw your body into him, you've got to wrap him up and drive him back.
Now, I know the proper way to tackle is to wrap someone up, drive, keep your feet moving. But I love when players throw themselves into another player to make the tackle.
Yeah, but when they don't go down, then you're in trouble.
Well, no, but it shows effort.
That's true. It's like, hey, they scored a touchdown, but good effort. You didn't wrap him up. But then you've also, here's the snap. I'll tell you what I was thinking after this. Timmons on the carry to the far side, and we'll hit him and bring him down for no gain. But the other thing you got to think about is when it's a quarterback is roughing the passer. So it's like you don't want to like just plant him in the turf out there because you could always get a roughing the passer call. So good pursuit by the Littlefield defense on that last play to string it out to the sideline, and it's going to be 4th and 10 now. Major McNeese drops back to return the kick. Punter standing at his own 30-yard line for the Cubs. Here's the snap. Punt is away. Takes a Brownfield roll all the way back to the end zone, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback.
That was a smart play by number 2, Major McNeese. Fixing to pick it up and run with it if it stayed at the 1, but it rolled into the end zone and he let it go.
Yeah, I think he tried. He wanted to return it real bad, but makes the smart play and lets it go to the end zone. So it'll be a touchback, and Littlefield gets the ball once again with 7 minutes and 28 seconds left in the Wildcat Laundry second quarter. So here come the Cats. It'll be at our own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Redmond and Champion wide right. Coleman and Villanueva wide left in a double slot formation. Here's the snap, and we'll hand it off. McNeese coming to the near side. Gets to the 25 and brought down at about the 27. It's a gain of 7 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 3.
Major McNeese is playing without a shoe.
Here's the snap. It's going to be a play action. Green fakes the handoff, looks to throw, and it's intercepted. It was behind the intended receiver, Redmond. And that's, guess who, number 11, Timmons, the Brownfield quarterback who's playing in the secondary on defense, who makes the interception. Not only is the quarterback and plays in the secondary, he's also a kick return man and who knows what else. So the first turnover of the night. The Wildcats give it away on an interception. And Redmond never really had a chance at it. It'll be 1st and 10 Cubs going the other way with 7:04 left in the second quarter. A lot of movement on the line. That's going to be on us. We were coming in hot. They got us with a hard count. 54 and 50. The two guys who are always in the backfield just got a little anxious on that one.
I mean, can you blame them?
Nope. They've been headhunting all night.
That's the one thing about, if you've never played defense before, that's the one thing about stunning.
They're going to move it. Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I think they're going to give it on them. But
that's the thing about stunning. You got to watch the ball, not the sound of the quarterback.
Yeah.
You could be clapping, yelling, but the ball doesn't move.
It's hard to do sometimes, especially when they change it up on you after they've been going off the same count. So here we go, 1st and 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps, sprints right, looking for room, can't get it. Redmond slings him to the ground for the quarterback sack. It's going to be a loss of about 6 yards on the play.
Speaking of Braden Redmond from the time before, getting in the backfield again and slinging him down.
2nd down and 12 as they spot it on the 44-yard line.
Giving credit to this defense. The whole defense is very physical.
Yep. And we've been playing this way really all season. Even in the loss against Abernathy, our defense held us in that game time and time again. When it felt like it was slipping away in the first half, our defense kept us in it. We played real. I think our defense this year doesn't get enough credit. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps going to the outside, and he'll be sacked once again. And this time it's number 8, Ben Castillo, coming in to make the quarterback tackle in the backfield. The 47-yard line. That's back-to-back quarterback sacks.
And our whole TNT gets after it, too.
Yep.
That consists of number 50, Marquise Roseman, number 54, Jacob Kirkland, and number 66, J.J. Gonzalez.
Yep. And then the guys that they rotate in to keep them fresh, that they hold their own as well. 3rd down and long for the Cubs. Quarterback takes a snap. He's looking to throw, has time. Now he'll be fleshed out. And we're going to get him for no gain on the play. And that is, again, number 54, Jacob Kirkland got after him.
Going back to the TNT, that was 54, Jacob Kirkland, and 66, J.J. Gonzalez on the tackles.
Yep. And now it'll be 4th down, and Brownfield is going to punt it once again. Ball's on the 47-yard line. You know, Brownfield had a couple of big plays in the first quarter. But it seems like we've made some defensive adjustments, at least to shut off those running lanes. So here's the snap. Oh, the punter fumbles the ball. He picks it up. He's going to run for his life, and he won't get anywhere. As the Wildcats knock it loose, he fumbles, but it won't matter. And that was number 8, Ben Castillo, that came in to make the tackle as the ball came out. It was going to be ours no matter who got on top of it.
The big hit stick by number 8, Ben Castillo, going low and taking his knees out from under him.
It'll be 1st and 10, Littlefield going the other way at the Brownfield 46-yard line. 4 minutes, 27 seconds left until halftime. Wildcats lead this game by a score of 27-7 on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. Looking to go down and put another one on the board. Two receivers left, one on the right. It's Villanueva and Coleman here on the left side. Redmond on the right. Here's the snap. They'll throw it underneath to the fullback. That's Payan, and he'll get tackled at about the 41-yard line. That's the first completion of the night for Jose Payan. Gain of 5 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 5. Here's the snap. They'll give to Mendez. Mendez is hit and brought down for no gain on the play. Third down and 5. Quickly to the line. Here we go. Green takes the snap. This time he'll keep. Up the middle. And he'll dive forward for about a 4-yard gain. Be very close to the first down, but we won't get it. It'll be 4th and 1. Here comes the tush push. Green keeps it up the middle. They can't get him down. He fights through. Still on his feet to the 25-yard line. And he's just moving a pile of Cubs all the way to the 20-yard line.
You got to give credit to the whole offense. Just keep pushing him, too. While Chip is running, they keep pushing.
Yeah, you're hoping for just a yard on that play, and you turn it into a big gain. It's going to be 1st and 10, a Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. Here's the snap. Green looking to throw for Redmond out in the corner of the end zone, and it wasn't timed very well as Chip threw it, but Redmond was nowhere in the vicinity.
Well, Redmond was still trying to sell the fake when Chip threw the ball to the end zone.
Yeah. Brownfield has some good corners. They've covered our receivers pretty well on the outside tonight. 3:11 left here in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Green's going to keep. Up the middle, breaks a tackle. Then he's hit and brought down at about the 16-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. Under 3 minutes to go until halftime. Wildcats will check with the sideline. Villanueva, Coleman on the left. Redmond, the receiver, on the right. It's McNeese and Green in the backfield. Payan, the fullback. And we might use a timeout here. Chip's kind of holding his arm. I don't know what's happening here, but the Wildcats are going to let some time run off the clock. And now we'll call a timeout. Stops the clock at 2 minutes and 17 seconds. It's a Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back right after this.
806 Customs is Littlefield's newest auto superstore. From minor vehicle repairs to major overhauls, diesel repair, LS and diesel swaps, and more. 806 Customs is here to serve all your automotive needs. In addition to the mechanic shop, we offer window tint, wheels and tires, and all types of vehicle accessories. We even offer multiple financing options. Located at 508 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Come by or give us a call at 806-410-0711. 806 Customs is open for business and here for you.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network, where the Wildcats have just used a timeout with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the Wildcat Laundry second quarter. Littlefield has a 27-7 lead. I'm trying to put another one on the board here before halftime. The Wildcats offense is still over on the sideline, huddled up around their coaches.
Sometimes you got to talk as long as you need to. Wait some time, come up with a play.
Yep. One change this year to the Littlefield offense is that Coach Mitchell, the offensive coordinator, is now in the press box. Up until this year, he's always been on the sideline, but now he's the play caller, and he's in the press box. So here we go. McNeese is going to take the snap, and he'll keep Major McNeese up the middle, and he gets upended at about the 11-yard line. So Chip Green didn't take the snap.
Talk about a trick play. Chip Green was lined up on the right side as a receiver.
4th down and 1. We'll call it 2. Here's the snap. Green. He's going to keep up the middle. Hit. Fight, Chip. Oh, I don't know if we got it. I don't think we got it, and the Wildcats are going to turn it over on downs. So we couldn't move the chains there even after the timeout. Brownfield stops us. For the first time tonight, the ball goes back over to the Cubs. 1:49 left here in the Wildcat Laundry second quarter. Next week is our longest road trip of the year. We go to Kahoma to play the Bulldogs. An old district opponent. Cubs out of the shotgun, 1st and 10. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep right up the middle. Hold closes quickly as he gets to about the 14-yard line. That was Caden Reyes. Number 66, J.J. Gonzalez in there as well on the tackle. 2nd down and about 7. Brownfield's not, they don't have a whole lot of urgency right here. They're taking a good while in the huddle as the clock is rolling. Remember, Littlefield will get the ball to start the second half. Quarterback out of the shotgun, trips left. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off underneath. Fumble on the play. Littlefield gets it back. The ball came loose, and 3 people in the stands clap. As the Wildcats are celebrating coming to the sideline, Ben Castillo recovers the fumble.
Another big hit stick by number 8, Ben Castillo. The running back was in the air, and Ben Castillo just lowers his shoulder and takes him out. Knocked the ball loose.
So the Wildcats are back in business with a chance to score before halftime. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. And that is the 3rd turnover of the first half for the Brownfield Cubs. Here come the Wildcats. Green out of the shotgun. Empty backfield, trips right. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Has Villanueva over the middle. Caught. Gabe Villanueva with a touchdown.
Wide open, Gabe Villanueva running a post route.
Easy pass and catch there from Chip Green to Gabe Villanueva. The Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown makes it 33-7. Adam McDonald comes on to kick. It's up. It's through the uprights, and it's good. With 56 seconds left in the second quarter, your score is now Littlefield 34, Brownfield 7. We'll be back right after this.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
The second quarter tonight brought to you by Wildcat Laundry. 56 seconds left here in the second quarter. Littlefield with a nice, comfortable lead, and we will get the ball to start the second half of play. Wildcats have used 3 Brownfield turnovers tonight to put 34 points on the board here in the first half. Adam McDonald will kick it off from the south 40. There's the kick. It's a line drive. It'll be picked up at the 14-yard line. Here's the return to the 20. And a big hit there and a tackle made at about the 22-yard line. So here comes the Littlefield defense, going to try to hold Brownfield for 48 seconds.
This Littlefield defense being very physical.
Yeah, it's been a good night for our defense here in the first half. Hopefully we can keep the pressure on them in the second half.
Still very quiet tonight. To get a feel on how quiet it was when Adam McDonald kicked that extra point after the touchdown, you could hear him kick the ball.
Yeah, you heard it go thud. So here we go. Quarterback out of the shotgun, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. He's going to sprint right, throws, and it is incomplete. It was thrown at the feet, the intended receiver. A lot of traffic there, but he was open in a little soft spot there on the 30. Just wasn't a very well thrown ball. It stops the clock at 46 seconds. 2nd down and 10. Cubs in the huddle. Stick around for the halftime show. We'll recap the first half tonight, plus we'll look at some scores from around the area as well. Trips on the right side, quarterback out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. He'll keep going left. Little RPO, and there's nowhere to go, and we'll chase him out of bounds. Good job by the Littlefield stringing it to the sideline. Trey Timmons, the carrier.
Number 54, Jacob Kirkland, hurting out there.
Yeah, he's hobbled a little bit, but still in the game.
Might as well finish to the half. You got 39 seconds.
Ball carrier ran out of bounds to stop the clock. So it'll be 3rd down and about 15, 16. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off over the left side. And the tackle made there at the 20-yard line, and that's Isaiah Coleman making the tackle for Littlefield.
Good stick by number 1, Isaiah Coleman. It seems like the Brownfield running back likes to get in the air, and every time he does, we punish him.
Brownfield calls a timeout with 24 seconds left in the first half. It's a Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with him, and we'll be back right after this.
AAA Truck Federated Auto Parts isn't a chain store. It's locally owned by your neighbors who really care about you. John and Charla McBride and their staff are here to make sure you get the right part at the right price. In addition to quality Federated parts, AAA also provides expert vehicle repair, offering oil changes for less money than out-of-town counterparts, plus brake jobs, air conditioner service, and more. There's no reason to go anywhere else for auto parts or auto repair. AAA Federated Auto Parts, located north of Littlefield on Highway 385. Quality automotive parts and accessories, and Littlefield owned and operated.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Wildcats at home tonight with a comfortable 34-7 lead over Brownfield. 35 seconds left here in the Wildcat Laundry second quarter. Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half of play. It'll be 4th down and about 12 after the timeout. They're going to punt it away. So the Wildcats, in theory, if everything goes right, could get another one on the board here. Major McNeese is standing right around midfield to return the punt. Oh, and it's blocked. Littlefield with a block. It's going to be recovered at about the 5-yard line, and it'll be Littlefield ball, 1st and goal to go. And this time it's a blocked punt. The Wildcats, Isaiah Coleman.
Was number 8.
Ben Castillo.
Ben Castillo again getting into the backfield and causing a turnover.
The Wildcats now with 27 seconds are 5 yards away from scoring another touchdown.
Maybe you are magic. Maybe you are a fortune teller.
What did I say?
Another turnover.
Oh, I know. I said if everything goes right, we can get another one on the board, and here we are. 1st and 10, 1st and goal from the 5. Green takes the snap. He hands it off. Over the left side, nowhere to go. It's going to be about a 1-yard gain to the 4 for Ian Mendez. And a whistle. Clock is down to 13 seconds. A timeout taken by Littlefield. We'll take it with them. Nope, let's keep it right here. 11 seconds on the clock. Littlefield leads it 34-7, trying to punch it in. One more time before the halftime break. So we keep it right here. Littlefield has time to run maybe 2 plays. What do you do? Pass it? In case it falls incomplete, it stops the clock? Or do you just do what you've been doing all night and run it right at them?
The way I see it is I think Brownfield, the run is working, but I think they're lulled to sleep. If they can get another pass, how they did with Gabriel Villanueva on the slant, I think it'll work.
Wildcats have 1 timeout remaining, so I guess probably if you don't get it in the end zone here, you immediately call timeout, unless it's an incomplete pass, which would stop the clock anyway. It'll be 2nd down and goal to go from the 4-yard line. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Chip. He's going to play action, looks to throw, pressure. He's going to throw into the end zone, falls incomplete, stops the clock at 5 seconds.
He had a man wide open, but the pocket just collapsed on him a little early.
Now you let Adam McDonald get us 3. That's all right. Yeah, he just had too much pressure and nowhere to go with it. And he tried to sell that fake handoff to get everybody to bite, but it just wasn't anyone. It just didn't develop. So now Adam McDonald will try the extra point, the field goal, to try to make it a 30-point game. Jaden Barrio, the holder. There's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. And he missed it. Wide left. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Your score, Littlefield 34, Brownfield 7. We'll be back with your halftime show right after this.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. Football season is here, so take the winning drive to Bill Wells and score big. We have the largest inventory in Plainview, great financing options, and a team that will treat you like family. At Bill Wells, we are professional grade, and we want to be your car dealer for life. Click on BillWellsChevrolet.com or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
Where your next car's in plain view.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
The Littlefield Wildcats have a great tradition of winning, and so does Clift Land Brokers. Cambra Heffington has a passion for helping clients find their dream homes. She combines her knowledge of the local market with a personal touch that ensures every client feels supported throughout the buying or selling process. Let us be your partner in your next real estate journey. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, call Cambra Heffington at Clift Land Brokers, 806-385-0905, and go Wildcats!
Welcome back into the Littlefield Wildcats halftime show, brought to you by the Littlefield ISD. I'm Cody West, and we are live here at the halftime break, where the Brownfield Cubs have taken the field, getting ready to perform for the home crowd here at Wildcat Stadium. 34-7 is our score. Littlefield leads this game, and we will get the ball to start the second half of play, Ryan. And I think that was, you mentioned we had some penalties in the first half, but not like we had seen in some earlier games. And also we were able to score first, which we haven't been able to do all season long until now. And the Wildcats, I think, got off to the start that we wanted to get off to.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to the coaches, too, for that because, I mean, they have to fix the problem. And they're the players, too, are keeping their emotions under control, and they're minimizing turnovers. And we've had some penalties, but they're not big, costly 15-yard penalties like they have been.
Yeah, and, I joked last week that we were trying to break the school record for most penalties in a season. But tonight we've got it a little bit under control, and the ones we did get, like you said, were not huge and costly. But, Coach Bryant told us in the pregame interview, he said, if we keep getting unsportsmanlike and personal foul penalties the way we have been, it's going to cost us a football game. We're going to get into a game where it's close, and that's going to be the difference in the football game. So we have to clean that stuff up, and I think tonight we've done a pretty good job of keeping at least, just the dumb penalties under control. We played a really good first half of football here tonight against a Brownfield team that right now I feel like they're just searching. You can tell they've got some good athletes. They're just, right now it's just an execution thing for them, it seems like.
It also seems to me that their roster is pretty small. I mean, they got guys going both ways, and we're so up-tempo and conditioned that they're just getting tired.
Yeah, and that's, the strategy. That's the strategy for Coach Mitchell. That offense that we run is to just keep pushing, run tempo, get right back to the line. One play ends, you go right back to the line and get ready for the snap for the next play. And that has tired out, even against Abernathy. I mean, we didn't win that game, but their defense was tired at the end of that game, and we've done that to everybody we've played so far.
Yeah, that Abernathy defense, going back to that Abernathy game, I could even tell that they were moving slow.
Yeah, and, it's just we don't have a lot of size up front. And sometimes when you talk about offenses leaning on the other team and wearing out the other team and tiring out the other team, you think about big physical linemen pounding running backs, or you're just pounding on them all night long. That's not how we wear them out. We wear them out with quickness and speed and tempo.
Well, speed kills.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's, something that, and we're not going to be able to do it against everybody, especially once we get into district play and we get into the playoffs. That's when you're going to start to see teams that aren't as affected by the way we play. But right now in our non-district schedule, it's been, it's been a thing where we've been able to just kind of make them tired, just make them tired as we push the ball down the field. And, also tonight, I think our weapons have been on display, right? Chip, a lot of these games we've seen so far this year, Chip has put the team on his shoulders. But tonight, he's been spreading it around. Our two running backs, Ian Mendez, Major McNeese, have been doing a great job. And then you've got Villanueva with another touchdown catch tonight. You've got, Braden Redmond, who's made some plays offensively. And then even Jose Payan caught a pass. Coleman has made a couple of catches as well. So I mean, our offense is using all the tools in the toolbox.
Yeah, we're moving like a finely tuned machine this week. I mean, both running backs, Ian Mendez and Major McNeese, they're pushing, driving. The whole offensive line is pushing with them. The tush push, they got 20 yards off of the tush push.
Yeah.
It was only meant to get 2.
Yeah.
The defense is being physical.
Well, and that was what I was going to talk about next, the way our defense played in the first half. We're just flying to the football, getting in the backfield and creating problems for their quarterback. You know, he hasn't had time to, you know, and the other thing is, too, you can tell they don't feel confident running it between the tackles, and they're trying to use their speed to get to the outside, but our defense is just stretching it out sideline to sideline. And, you know, they're not a whole lot quicker than us when it comes to getting to the edge. And, our defense, I mean, we're bragging on them in the first half. They've just, not only tonight, but we've been playing some really good defense this year. And if you look overall on the season, the Littlefield Wildcats defense gave up, and a lot of these points were kind of cheap, but not cheap, but they were just late scores in the game after the game was well out of control. But we gave up 27 points to Lamesa. We gave up 14 points to Denver City. Gave up 26 to Abernathy in a loss, and then gave up 14 to Morton last week. And Morton scored on the last play of the game as time expired. But, you know, it was just, you know, we've held the opponents out of the end zone when we've needed to. And, again, a lot of those points the other teams have scored. Denver City scored late in the game. It kind of made it look closer than it really was. But we've got a good defense. So the Wildcats lead it 34-7 over the Brownfield Cubs here at the halftime break. Our halftime show brought to you by the Littlefield ISD. Last week during the halftime show, we were visiting with head cross-country coach Jared Thomas, and they had a cross-country meet last Saturday here in Littlefield, and he said he had almost 400 runners. It went off really well. He said it was a good one. Second year we've done it. Hosted a cross-country meet, and he was real happy with the way it went. He said our kids ran well, but he told me that tomorrow the cross-country teams are going to a track meet, or cross-country meet in Canyon. He said they've got 1,400 runners signed up for that cross-country meet. 1,400 runners running in Canyon tomorrow.
That's a big meet. That's a lot of people, too. A lot of kids running.
Yeah. I'm like, man, that's a lot. I don't know how many show up to run for like your district and regionals and all that stuff, but man, that's a big meet right there in Canyon tomorrow. So we send the cross-country team all the very best. Our volleyball girls are in action as well this fall, and you know, we want to send them all the best as well. The Lady Cats volleyball team on the court. Maybe before we get too much further in the football season, we will talk to the volleyball coaches here on the broadcast as well. I'd like to do that and get a report on volleyball as the Lady Cats are in full swing. Let's take a break, and we'll be back to look at some scores from around West Texas right after this.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center with affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts. Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit energyfitnesslfd.com for more information.
Introducing Fades and Foils by Amanda. Located inside JoJo's attic in Littlefield, Fades and Foils is your one-stop, full-service salon, specializing in men's and women's cuts and styling, balayage, color corrections, all-over color, and even waxing. Let Amanda rescue your hair. Open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. For an appointment, call 806-598-1988. That's 598-1988. Book now, because demand is high for Fades and Foils by Amanda.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit durablebuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. and let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Every bag of Fibermax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." Fibermax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football and the halftime show brought to you by the Littlefield ISD. Wildcats lead this game by a score of 34-7 headed into the third quarter of play. And let's take a look at some scores from around West Texas. Just kind of randomly, scores that are going on around the area tonight. We have the Seminole Indians all over the Denver City Mustangs by a score of 43-8. 43-8 at the halftime break. Most of these are going to be at or around halftime. We have the Dalhart Wolves over Borger 14-7. Dumas leading Bushland by a score of 35-28. Down south, the Stanton Buffaloes lead the Ballinger Bearcats 18-13. It's Monahans over Andrews 7-3. Also down south, Sweetwater leads Wall by a score of 21-12. It's Sundown trailing Roosevelt 38-0. Roosevelt all over the Sundown Roughnecks tonight, and that's a halftime score. Look at this, a little bit of a surprise, Ryan. Slayton Tigers lead the Morton Indians 16-14. Wow. Slayton's one of our district opponents this year, and they got their hands full with Morton, at least early in that game. Last report we had, 16-14 Slayton over Morton. Muleshoe over Clyde, 34-28. That's a tough game for Muleshoe, and they're holding their own there. Abernathy over Friona, 21-0. Canadian leading Sunray, 20-7. A couple of panhandle powerhouses there. Canadian over Sunray, 20-17. It's Shallowater over Idalou, 17-7 tonight. A 10-point lead for the Mustangs. Tulia over Lamesa, 25-14. The West Texas Comanches out of Stinnett lead Amarillo River Road, 22-7. Down south, next week's opponent, Coahoma, they trail the Class 2A Wink Wildcats, 37-21. Wink over Coahoma, 37-21. Wink has a good football team this year. So Brock is playing a team from California. A team from East Lake, California, flew to Texas to play the Brock Eagles, and Brock isn't being very hospitable tonight. It's 21-0 Brock over East Lake, California.
Texas football does not play.
Odessa Permian is playing somebody from out of state as well. Hopefully we'll be able to find that score. Lubbock Cooper over Plainview last night. I believe it was last night or maybe earlier today. 30-17. 30-17. Cooper beat Plainview. Congrats to the Anton Bulldogs. A big win over Chillicothe. 51-6. Coach Duncan has the Anton Bulldogs back in the win column. Six-man action there. Congratulations to the Bulldogs. The Silverton Owls lead White Deer, or rather beat White Deer, 55-22. It's Liberty over Fort Stockton out at Woodrow tonight. 21-13, Liberty over Fort Stockton. We have Amarillo Caprock trailing Abilene High, 35-14. Roscoe over New Home, 17-0. Here's that Permian score. They are playing Carver, Alabama in Odessa, and it's 14-6 at the half. Permian leads Carver, Alabama. Also tonight, the Ropes Eagles over the Forsan Buffaloes, 21-0. Big Spring over Snyder, 22-20. Other games from around the area, Tahoka over San Angelo Grape Creek, 35-0. Sudan leads Plains, 34-0. The Hornets over the Cowboys, 34-0 at the halftime break. Spearman over Shamrock, 28-0. Stratford leads Lubbock Trinity 20-6. Also tonight, Estacado, that may have been last night, Canyon Randall beat Estacado 50-26. Levelland Lobos lead San Angelo Lakeview 16-12 over in Levelland, the late second quarter score. Olton over Vega 21-7. Olton Mustangs leading that game to start the third quarter. Monterey over Amarillo High 29-19, halftime score. Panhandle over Wellington 27-7. It's Perryton over Pampa 35-7. Farwell and Post, it's all Antelopes tonight. Post over Farwell 45-6 at the halftime break. I'll give you a couple of other scores and then we'll talk about college. Last night, Hale Center beat Floyd Ada 42-20. Six-man action, Nazareth over O'Donnell 20-0 at the halftime break. And we'll give you one more before we head out. The Whit Harrell Panthers lead Valley by a score of 38-13 in the third quarter. Whit Harrell over the Valley Patriots. So tomorrow's a big day in college football, Ryan. Tech hosting Cincinnati. Who you got?
Of course, I got to get Tech. I got to get my team.
You're going to pick the Red Raiders in every game this year?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm a diehard Tech fan.
That's an easy question. The Marching Cats are performing for the home crowd here at Wildcat Stadium. What about Alabama, Georgia? Is that going to be going on tomorrow night?
That is going to be going on tomorrow night. I'm going to have to pick Alabama on that one.
Alabama. Okay.
But moving over to my Friday night college football report, those of you who don't know, college started playing on Friday nights. Virginia Tech is leading the number 7 ranked Miami 21-14.
Okay. How much time's left in that thing?
We're at halftime.
Oh, halftime score. One-score game. That's a conference game, Virginia Tech and Miami. I bet Miami will come back and win that thing in the second half. But, yeah, I don't like the fact that they're putting college games on Friday nights. Like, interferes with my life. You know, it's like we're all like Friday night should be reserved for high school football.
Yeah, I agree with you there because I like to watch all the football games that are on Saturday.
I just hope they don't put the Red Raiders on a Friday night one time. That's going to be bad. I don't know what I'll do.
I'll probably sit back here and have both games.
Remember last week when I left you alone for almost an hour?
Is that what's going to happen?
You're going to have to do the whole game by yourself that night if the Red Raiders play on Friday night. I'm just kidding. Wildcats first, Red Raiders second on the priority list. 34-zip, Littlefield leads this game over the Brownfield Cubs as the Marching Cats continue to get better and better each week out on the field at halftime as they get ready for marching competition, which will be coming up soon. Next week, they'll be going to marching competition, and Miss A has them looking good once again this year, and hopefully they'll do well at marching competition. But if you're at a football game on a Friday night, a Littlefield game, you get a treat every week at halftime when the Marching Cats come out onto the field. As both teams have performed here for the halftime show, Littlefield ISD sponsors a halftime break here on the broadcast. We'll take another time out, and we'll be back with more right after this.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County, so you get personal service, local decisions, from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a touch-tone energy cooperative.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West here at the halftime show brought to you by the Littlefield ISD. Last night in sub-varsity football action, the Wildcats' 7th grade team fell to Brownfield 18-0. But the 8th grade team won that game last night 34-0 over Brownfield here at home. And then on the road last night, the junior varsity stayed perfect. They're undefeated this year. JV beat Brownfield 36-12 last night in sub-varsity action. And, these sub-varsity teams are putting in a lot of work, not only having fun competing, but also building the program. And Coach Bryant's got this thing moving in the right direction from the top down, and we're real proud of the sub-varsity football teams this year. And then you look ahead for the Littlefield Wildcats, Ryan. We've talked about it before. We don't have a bye week until the end of the season. So 10 straight games for the Littlefield Wildcats without a week off, as usually when you've got 6 teams in your district, you, of course, play 5 non-district games, and then you get a break, and then you play 5 district games, and that's the way it usually works out when you have 6 teams, but Littlefield has a small district this year with only 5 teams in district play, so we only get 4 district games, and so that means every week of district somebody's going to have a bye. So all the teams in our district are getting their byes in the district schedule. So I guess I don't know if they drew numbers or how they sorted that out in district play, but we got the last bye, which means last week of the season we will be open, and that gives us time to rest up before the playoffs. But it's a grind, right? And so next week we will have our final non-district game. A lot of teams around the area will be open as the Wildcats come out onto the field. A lot of teams in Texas will have an open week next week, but we're going to travel down to Coahoma, a long road trip to play the Bulldogs. And then 2 weeks from tonight, we will open the district schedule at home against Slayton. The Slayton Tigers come to town 2 weeks from tonight. And then on the 18th of October, we'll travel to Muleshoe to play the Mules. Our final home game will be on October 25th against Idalou. And then we finish out the district schedule on November the 1st, traveling to Acuff to play the Roosevelt Eagles. And then our open date is technically on November the 8th. So that's how the schedule looks from here on out. This is our 5th game, which means technically we're halfway through the season. Flew by so far, didn't it?
It's going by very fast, but every football season goes by fast for me.
Yeah. You do all that work in the weight room and 2 days and off season and get ready for the season, and then it flies by like that.
And suddenly it's all over.
Littlefield Wildcats will receive the kickoff to start the second half of play. Brownfield won the toss and elected to receive, so Littlefield will get the ball here. Brownfield kicking from right to left. That's south to north here at Wildcat Stadium. Here's the kick. It's high end over end. And we're going to run the starburst as it comes to the near side. This is Zane Champion. Champion gets through. He's to the 50-yard line. Champion fighting to the 45, and they finally get him down, and a big return after the starburst I call it the Starburst. They may still call it the Starburst. That's what it is.
How'd you gotta love the star? I call it the Starburst too, but I mean, it's a bunch of misdirection. You think this guy has the ball. No, this guy has the ball, but really, anybody could have the ball.
Yep. And sometimes the one holding it will turn around and take off, and he won't hand it to anybody. But you can only set that up if the kick is in the middle of the field or close, and everybody has to block. The Wildcats have great field position to start the third quarter of play, brought to you by 806 Customs. 1st and 10, here's the snap. Green hands it off over the right side. That's Ian Mendez, and he'll gain about 4 yards on the play. We'll call it a gain of 3 to the 41. 806 Customs for all your auto repair needs in Littlefield. They're located in the old G-Bo's building on Hall Avenue. Here's the snap. Pump fake for Green, looking to throw, lets it fly. Has Coleman, and knocked away by the Cubs. And if there's a strength to their defense, Ron, I'd say it's their secondary.
Yeah, their secondary has done a really good job covering our receivers. I mean, he's open, and Chip throws a good ball, but their defender just gets there in time and makes a play on the ball.
There's several times we've tried to go deep, and our receivers have just been covered. So now it's 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Here's the snap. Green looking to throw. This time he's looking for Redmond deep. This time, Redmond makes the catch, and he's tackled at the 1 yard line. They couldn't cover us that time. And a beautiful touch pass from Chip Green. Redmond had a step on his man, and here's the tush push, and we'll carry it into the end zone. And that's a Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown. Littlefield scores on the opening possession of the third quarter. 11:04 left here in the third, less than a minute off the clock, and it's already 40-7 Littlefield.
Once again, the tush push working, the O-line pushing.
Number 62, the deep snapper. That's Jaden Kirkland. Jaden Barrio, the holder. Adam McDonald, the kicker, puts it up. And it is through the uprights. And the Littlefield Wildcats extend the lead 41-7 with 11:04 left in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Ryan West, here at the third quarter, brought to you by 806 Customs. Wildcats just scored easily to start the third quarter of play, and now we'll kick it off from the north 40. It's Adam McDonald, the kicker. Here's the kick, high end over end kick. And a fair catch called at about the 16 or 17 yard. Well, they're going to give it, they'll bring it out to the 20 on a fair catch. I always forget about that rule. You call a fair catch, what is it, inside the 20 or outside the 20? They bring it back out to the 25. So it'll be 1st and 10 Cubs at their own 25-yard line.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't want to take a fair catch at the 10 and then not, and then stay at the 10.
When they made that rule, I wasn't privy to it, and I saw a kid call a fair catch. I'm like, man, he didn't even have anybody around him. Why is he calling fair catch? And then they brought it out, and I was like, oh, that's a new rule. It's been in effect for a couple years, 2 or 3 years. So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Cubs. They go trips on the right side, single receiver on the left. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off over the right tackle. Not a whole lot of running room there. And again, Ben Castillo making the tackle for the Wildcats. Castillo's had one heck of a night on defense.
No, he's just moving. He's on fire. He does not want to stop.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Quarterback out of the shotgun, trips right, single receiver on the left. Coleman cheating up from the edge, and now he'll back off. They're on the right side. Here's the snap. They'll throw. Little swing pass, incomplete. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Third and 10 for the Cubs. Wildcats lead this game 41-7. With 10:21 left here in the 806 Customs third quarter. Cubs come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback out of the shotgun. Double slot formation. Man in motion now. Everybody moved but the center. The entire offense went, but the center didn't snap the ball, and it's going to be an illegal procedure, a false start against Brownfield.
Those always make me laugh, especially when the white hat says false start, everybody but the center.
Yeah. And if you're the center, you got to think, oh, missed it.
Everybody was ready but you.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 15 now after the penalty. Quarterback out of the shotgun, trips right. This is Timmons, the quarterback. Here's the snap. He's going to sprint right, pressure. Kirkland coming from the backside, and he'll stretch it out to the sideline, nowhere to throw it, and he'll just run out of bounds, which is pretty much the equivalent of just giving yourself up out there. And Brownfield will have to punt it away. It's a 3 and out. Give credit to the Littlefield defense once again. So Major McNeese will back up to return the punt. And he'll be standing around midfield. Punter standing at his own 10. Here's the snap. Punt is away, almost blocked again. It's a good punt. McNeese is going to let it go, and it'll roll down to the 35-yard line. So Littlefield gets the ball back at our own 35-yard line. With 10 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third quarter, the Wellington State Bank scoreboard shows 41-7, Littlefield on top. Brand new scoreboard. We didn't have it for the first game against Lamesa, but they installed it during that 2-week road trip when we went to Denver City and then to Abernathy. We got a new scoreboard here at Wildcat Stadium. It's nice and bright. Here we go, Littlefield, 1st and 10. Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Looks to throw, has time. Now he'll be flushed out, directing traffic, and he's going to throw it away. And everybody was covered out there. And again, give credit to the Brownfield secondary. I know Chip beat them over the top on the last possession to Redmond, but we've had a hard time getting open. 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Green hands it off. McNeese going up the middle. Across the 40, breaks through, breaks another tackle to the 50, into Brownfield territory to about the 43-yard line. That's a Bill Wells Chevrolet 1st down.
Good job by Major McNeese keeping his feet moving.
1st and 10, Littlefield in Brownfield territory. Here's the snap. Green looking to throw. Goes to near the sideline, and it's going to be caught. A great catch out there at the 40-yard line by Villanueva. Got to dive to the ground to get it. It's going to be a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6. Green takes the snap, hands it off. Right up the middle, McNeese. He'll be wrapped up and pushed back after a gain of about 2. Mendez will go into the game as McNeese comes out. 3rd down and 4. Third down and 4 for the Wildcats in Brownfield territory at the 38-yard line. 8:50 and rolling here in the third. Snap, Green's going to keep. Going left side, gets to the edge, cuts it up, and has the 1st down. I thought I saw a flag come out of the corner of my eye, but no flags.
It's funny you said that because I thought I did too. It must be just
Yeah, I don't know, it was a reflection off of somebody's helmet or something. But in any case, 1st and 10, Littlefield. So he went out of bounds at the 34. Here's the snap. Green looks to throw. Down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Flag on the play. 2 flags come out. It'll be the same penalty, but I think it's going to be interference, as it looked like Gabe Villanueva got tackled before the ball got there. But honestly, yeah, it's going to be pass interference against the Cubs. Ryan, I think I don't think that was intentional. I think the Brownfield defender went down, and as he's going down, he knocks Villanueva to the ground.
No, it didn't look intentional at all, but either way, that's a costly penalty, and we'll take it.
Yep. He lost his footing, and it knocked Villanueva down. Otherwise, that may have been a catch and a touchdown. So it'll be 1st and 10 Littlefield inside the 20-yard line. Ball's right on the 19. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Looks to throw over the middle. Has a man, and it is knocked away. He was looking for Redmond. Timmons, number 11, was there to knock it away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock on the incompletion at 8:28. Here's the snap. He'll hand it off. Mendez over the right side, has blocks, gets to the 15, the 10. He is into the end zone. It's a Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown, a 20-yard run, or 19 yards on the scamper for Ian Mendez.
Good job by the offense selling the fake. It got some of the defenders going left. They're right. Ian Mendez went the other direction and scored.
And here comes Adam McDonald to try the extra point kick. It is up, and it is through the uprights with 8 minutes and 19 seconds left on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. Your score is Littlefield 48 and Brownfield 7. And we'll be back right after this.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Ryan West. I haven't said Cody West and Keith Logan yet this year. But I always think it.
Well, I mean, I don't blame you.
It's that muscle memory.
You and Keith Logan did it for years before I got here.
That brain muscle memory. Here's a short kick, a sidewinder from McDonald, and it'll go out of bounds once again.
He had the ball sitting sideways on the tee. I think he was trying to do what we were talking about earlier where they're trying to get it, and he had someone screaming down the right side of the sideline, but he just kicked it a little too hard.
Yeah, I think the Wildcats right now are, you've got a 41-point lead. Now we're we have the freedom to experiment and try some things that you might not try in a close game.
Copter kicking.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Never heard that term.
Just hit me.
He copter kicked it?
Like a helicopter.
Okay. I call it a sidewinder. Copter kicking is pretty good too, I guess. In any case, we scored 60 points on Morton last week. You think we'll pass that tonight?
We might as well try.
Here's the snap. Brownfield 1st and 10. Wildcats defense. They're there, but he spins out of a tackle. We weren't able to wrap him up, and now he's going to turn it into a big gain, and he'll be knocked out of bounds or run out of bounds on his own. Near midfield at the Littlefield 48-yard line. We had him in the backfield. We just didn't get him wrapped up.
And we talked about that earlier about throwing your body into somebody. I mean, that's another thing, making contact but not wrapping up or driving.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Brownfield at the Wildcats 48-yard line. First and 10. Timmons out of the shotgun. Here's the snap, low snap, and all he can do is fall on it. That's back at the 45-yard line, so he'll lose. Well, they'll mark it at the 46. He'll lose 6 yards. Brings up second down. Second and about 16. Clock is rolling down to 7:45 here in the 8:06 Customs third quarter. Brownfield comes to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback out of the shotgun. 3 receivers right, 1 on the left. Here's the snap. He's going to sprint right, looking to throw. He's got pressure. We almost had him, and he'll throw it away. Great job coming from the backside by number 64, A.J. Cantu. And Coach Bryant told me in the pregame interview, he said, I think it's going to be a big night for our defensive line. I said, are y'all going to be able to get in the backfield and disrupt the quarterback? And he said, if we do things right, we'll be able to have a big night on the defensive line. And so far, that's what we've done.
Well, it's happening, and the TNT is getting after it. I mean, it's not just the TNT; it's the ends keeping it on the inside and stunning in the corners too. That when they read run for getting the receiver and going to the ball.
Third and long. We'll call it 3rd and 16. Everybody's coming. Quarterback takes the snap. Oh, they throw back against the grain, but it falls incomplete. Good play call. Just weren't able to execute it.
Now, number 64, A.J. Cantu, was all in his face. It disrupted the quarterback's vision.
Yeah, receiver was open. It was kind of a screen. And it'll bring up 4th down, and the Cubs will punt it once again. Major McNeese backs up to return the kick. We haven't had much of any punt returns tonight.
Well, it's all been get away, get away.
Yep. So 4th down here for the Brownfield Cubs. Here's the punt. Oh, I think they may have got a hand on it. He shanks it over to the Littlefield sideline. I think that was partially blocked.
I think he got a hand on it, and that was once again number 8, Ben Castillo.
You know, Castillo got ejected from the game last week early in the first quarter. And it's like he came back in this one and just is like taking it all out on the Cubs.
I mean, do you blame him?
He had a targeting call in the game against Morton last week, and tonight he's just been running around like his hair's on fire. 1st and 10. Littlefield going the other way. Green takes the snap. Has time, throws, has a man down the middle, and it is tipped and falls incomplete. And again, the Brownfield secondary. That was number 0 that tipped it away, Jordan Stell. And if there's a bright spot for the Cubs tonight, it's that their secondary's played really well. 2nd down and 10. Redmond and Champion wide right. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off right up the middle. McNeese, he has the 1st down and then some. Major McNeese is off to the races. He's to the 10, the 5, and that's a Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown. A 58-yard touchdown run right up the middle for Major McNeese.
That was a good job by the offensive line creating holes and Major McNeese keeping his feet.
Yeah, he broke a couple of tackles and could have knocked him off balance, but he's athletic enough to just stay on his feet and keep his feet moving. Now we'll have another extra point kick from Adam McDonald with 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's right down the middle. 6:30 left here in the 8:06 Customs third quarter, and your score is 55-7. Littlefield on top. We'll be back right after this.
Legacy of Love Hospice, bringing quality care into your home. We are locally owned, and our hospice care team provides end-of-life care for terminally ill patients. Our services can help bring solace to the patient and their concerned family during a difficult time. For exceptional medical care, as well as emotional and spiritual support, count on the healthcare experts of Legacy of Love Hospice. For more information, call 806-370-2100 or visit legacyoflovehospice.com. Legacy of Love Hospice, caring from the heart and wishing the Wildcats all the best this season.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West. Olivia Seha on the camera. And the Wildcats with a very comfortable lead here in the third quarter, 55-7. Still a lot of football left to play. Adam McDonald to kick it off from the north 40. Here's the kick on the ground this time. And Brownfield, all they can do is fall on it at about the 11-yard line. He's trying a different type of kickoff on every kickoff.
That, though, when the ball was laying on its side again, your sidewinder / copter kick again. But that time it worked a little better. It bounced right over some of the returners.
Yeah, we can call it a copter kick. I don't care. I've just never heard that term until tonight. So it'll be 1st and 10 Brownfield at their own 12-yard line. And the Littlefield defense back out on the field. And we've got some subs in. I'll try to mention them. Of course, a lot of them are starters on offense. But we've got 88, Jose Payan in there, as well as number 7, Jacob Silvas now playing defense. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep up the middle. Nowhere to go. The hole closed quickly. And that was, again, number 54, Kirkland.
And number 51, Tate Clark, the junior, cleaning him up.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 10.
See Coach Green over there on the sideline. How do we know he's not calling plays?
Because we're not running wham or gap or tackle trap. Here's the snap. Going to the far sideline. Oh, well, we're on defense anyway. He may be calling the defense. You know, Coach Green was a long-time defensive coordinator. A lot of winning back in those days. And I will say this, Coach Green's now the principal at Littlefield High School. He's probably one of my favorite people. Like, he's a good dude. And we've had 7 out of the last 8 years, we've had a Green starting at quarterback. 1 year we had Ethan Garcia in the middle.
Yeah.
The rest of the time it's been a Green for the last 8 years. Unfortunately, Coach Green, this is his baby. There was a carry around the right side for a gain of about 5. Brings up 4th down and a long 5, and Brownfield will have to punt it away once again. Our defense is just probably playing our best game of the year tonight. We got a new return man back there. Is that Jaden Barrio? Standing at around the 43. And again, we'll just let it roll. No return on the punt. It goes to the 49-yard line. So our offense will have the ball 1st and 10. And the thing is, you know, talking about Green, Chip Green, his backup is Major McNeese. So it's like you put in Major. We may not be as much of a throwing threat with Major, but we're every bit as much of a running threat with Major at quarterback. So we'll see if Chip may be done for the night. We'll see. He may go out and finish the 3rd quarter at least.
Well, this is about time you start putting in your second teamers, but all the second teamers play a different position than their starters.
That's right.
But if you pull Chip Green out, who's to say he's not going to start on defense as a corner?
That's true. Well, Chip brings the team out, so this looks like our for the most part, our starting offense, with the exception of Zane Champion, who's in the slot on the right side. Green out of the shotgun. Man in motion is Coleman. Here's the snap. Chip, play action, has pressure, throws, has a man wide open, and it's just overthrown. And Chip just put a little too much mustard on it, but man, he was in traffic. I don't think he was really able to set his feet and put his touch on it. That was Gabe Villanueva, the intended receiver. Caden Reyes will now come back into the game at fullback. Jose Payan will check out. Here's the snap. Little quick throw to the outside, complete to Villanueva. He spins out of a tackle for the first down all the way to the 31-yard line.
That's something I keep noticing about these offensive players. They just keep their feet moving and they gain extra yards.
Quickly to the line, 1st and 10 Littlefield. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. Oh, Mendez is tackled in the backfield. That was one of the only plays so far tonight that has gone for negative yards for Littlefield. We've been able to stay ahead of the chains all night.
Number 58 for Brownfield just kind of ran through our line.
Yeah, he's a big dude. 2nd down. Here's the snap. Green drops back to pass. Over the middle, looking for Redmond. Caught. Redmond at the 20-yard line will be body slammed, but that'll be a 1st down, and a flag comes out at the end of the play. And that's going to be an unnecessary roughness, I believe, on Brownfield.
It was number 11, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Slammed him to the ground.
Yeah, Braden Redmond got body slammed, and now they're going to wave it off and say no flag.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought that may have been unnecessary roughness, but they'll wave it off. It was a hard tackle. But that's football. I'm not going to complain about hard tackles. I'm not one of those guys. Here's a snap. Green, pump fake. Looking to throw. He's going to be flushed out. Throws on the run. Has a man, and it is incomplete. And again, it was Redmond. There was a collision in the end zone as the ball arrived. And Braden Redmond is going to be slow to get up down there in the end zone.
And that was a hard hit when they ran into each other.
Yeah, they were both going for the football. And they collided, and Braden Redmond is going to be slow to get up. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. 250 left here in the 806 Customs 3rd quarter. I'm going to take a timeout while they check on Braden, and we'll be back right after this.
Ben Warren again, owner of Warren Computers since 1999. I'd like to personally thank all of my customers for choosing Warren Computers. I have the best customers around, and I appreciate each and every one of them. Did you know that I provide reasonably priced remote computer support that makes troubleshooting quick and easy and saves you time and money? Put my number in your phone, 806-632-2464. Call or text Warren Computers, and I'll get your problem solved in no time.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football. Redmond comes off the field under his own power, and we are ready to go. 2nd down and 10. I was talking about running wham and gap and tackle trap and all that. I would like to see us kind of mix that in there with this current offense a little bit. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off, and Ian Mendez is ankle tackled at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of about a yard or two. But I always thought, man, these kids still know that old offense. We can line up in the slot eye and catch some people off guard, and maybe when you need to, just run over them. It's going to be an offsides penalty against Brownfield. That'll give us 5 yards.
Yeah, I know we discussed that a lot. We always talk about that. I know the tush push works for us, but it would be nice to line up under center every once in a while. Well, throw the defense off a little bit.
And was it against Lamesa or Denver City? It was against Denver City. We lined up under center and kind of ran a jet sweep.
No, they weren't ready for that.
Coach Mitchell has some. I don't think he's completely unveiled the entire playbook. I think and this offense this year is the play calling is more complex than it's ever been. These kids just getting more and more settled into the offense. Here's Green, going to keep her over the right side, collision at the 5, and he powers forward to about the 3. And it'll be 1st down and goal to go for the Wildcats. But I think there's a lot more in the playbook that we haven't seen yet.
No, that's good. Let's keep it like that.
Here's a handoff. Mendez hitting the backfield, nowhere to go, back at the 6-yard line. He'll lose 3 on the play. 55-7 is our score. 55-7 Littlefield with 1:39 and rolling here in the third quarter. Green and Mendez in the backfield. And a flag on the play on the far sideline, and one of our guys jumped. So that'll push us back 5 more yards. Substitutions on the play as Champion comes into the game, as well as Jacob Kirkland on the offensive line. So Champion and Barrio on the right side. Villanueva and Coleman on the left. Green and Mendez in the backfield. Here's the snap. Green looking to throw. Has over the middle an interception. Intercepted at the goal line. Here's the return. And Green levels him at the 35-yard line. So Chip's like, you're going to intercept my ball, I'm going to make you pay at the other end.
Yeah, Chip for sure made him pay.
And that's the second interception of the night for the Wildcats.
And going back to, it wasn't a bad throw again. Number 11 just was screaming to the ball and picked it off.
Yeah, they've got a quick, athletic secondary. So the Wildcats don't get the touchdown on that one, on that possession. Brownfield coming the other way. It'll be 1st and 10 Cubs at their own 36-yard line. So the Littlefield defense back out on the field. Ian Mendez playing some defense, as well as out there number 33, Rolando Mendoza. There's a handoff up the middle. He breaks some tackles, gets across the 50, and they'll be tackled after a big gain at about the 44-yard line. We've got subs all over the place now. Number 20, Brandon Marines is in the game. Number 63 down in there, Diego Lepez on the defensive line at nose guard. Here's the snap. Quarterback swings it out, complete. And the Wildcats are there. Marines comes up and hits him to stand him up. And then coming over to finish him off was number 88, Jose Payan.
At number 10, Ian Mendez read it perfect. He almost picked it off when he threw it to the side, but the ball just went a little over his hands.
Yep. Number 9, Avex Aguilar is in the game at safety. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep going to the right side. We're there to wrap him up and push him back. No gain on the play. And that'll do it for the third quarter of play. Tonight's third quarter brought to you by 806 Customs. We'll be back with more Wildcats football in your fourth quarter right after this.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal, dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West here at Wildcat Stadium, where we start the fourth quarter of play. The Wildcats lead this game by a score of 55-7. And the fourth quarter tonight is brought to you by Hillcrest Funeral Home. Thanks to Shauna Wagley Hastings for sponsoring the fourth quarter tonight here on the broadcast. 3rd down and 9 coming up for Brownfield to start the fourth quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to throw, and it is caught for a first down and a tackle made after a gain of about 12. That was a well-thrown ball. That was Aguilar, number 9, on the tackle for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 Cubs at the Littlefield 30. I think Chip Green may be done for the night on offense as Major McNeese is over here taking snaps on the sideline. Here's Brownfield with the ball. Long throw, and it is caught at the 5-yard line. Tackle made immediately, was double covered. It was Aguilar and Marines in there, but he placed it right between the two defenders, and the catch was made on the ground, and it'll be first and goal for Brownfield at the 5-yard line. Play comes in from the sideline for the Cubs. Timmons, the quarterback, takes the snap. He's going to throw to the end zone. Caught. Oh, in and out of the hands. Man, that would have been an easy catch. He just wasn't able to hang on to it. It falls incomplete.
We used to call that footsteps. He heard footsteps behind him and dropped the ball, got scared.
So it's going to be second down on the incompletion. 55-7 on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. Littlefield on top. Quarterback out of the shotgun, 2 running backs. Here's the snap. They give to number 1. He's fighting across the 5 to about the 2-yard line. We had him in the backfield and couldn't get him on the ground. And now it'll be third down and goal to go from about the 2. And we've got a Brownfield Cub who's slow to get up. Still checking him out over there on the 2-yard line, right where the ball was spotted. Next week, the Littlefield Wildcats will be traveling down to Coahoma to play the Bulldogs. And Coahoma tonight playing a very good Wink Wildcats team. Down in the Permian Basin. And at last check, Wink was winning that game over Coahoma. And right now, at least the latest score I've got for Wink and Coahoma, 45-21 Wink in the third quarter. So here we go, third down and goal for the Cubs at the 2-yard line. Quarterback out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to roll right, pressure, throws to the end zone, incomplete. And I don't know, I think there was miscommunication with the Brownfield receivers. I think it hit one of them.
Well, either way, the defense is playing great goal line defense.
Yeah, and now it's fourth down. If we can stop them here, we'll hold them out with a bunch of our subs in. This is good experience for these kids that haven't played a whole lot, and we may need them as we roll through the rest of the season. So this is good experience for these kids in a good position. Backs against the wall. We'll see how we respond. Fourth down and goal from the 2. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps up the middle, and we're going to stop him. He doesn't get into the end zone, and the Wildcats hold him as they turn it over on downs.
The TNT making a big play. Linebackers filling in behind him.
And that's Marquise Rosemond who made the stop. And it'll be 1st and 10 Littlefield going the other way. And a great goal line stand there for the Littlefield defense. I don't know, what was that dance Marquise was doing? Is that something?
Never seen that one.
Did you get that on camera, babe? All right. That's going to be on YouTube the rest of his life. One of these days he can show his kids, hey, look at my dancing, my senior year. So here we go, 1st and 10 Littlefield. Major McNeese now at quarterback, takes the snap, they'll hand it off over the left side to Jose Payan, and he'll carry it to about the 3 before he's pushed back, so not much of a positive gain there for the Wildcats. It'll bring up second down and 9 or 10. But another injured Cub is on the field. We have 9 minutes and 51 seconds left in this football game. And we've got another injury timeout. Hopefully he'll be able to make his way to the sideline. Wildcats have Major McNeese now at quarterback. Jose Payan is at running back. And like we were talking about, we're putting our subs in, but a lot of these kids are starters at other positions, whether it be on offense or defense. So Major McNeese, the starting running back, is now playing quarterback. Jose Payan, the starting fullback, is now playing running back. So here we go. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right after the injury timeout. This is Barrio and Champion wide left. Here's the snap and a whistle. And that'll be a false start on us. And that's another thing that you deal with when you've got a mixed bag of kids who haven't gotten a whole lot of reps at their position. Adam McDonald is going to be the receiver wide right, so he's now in the game on offense. And we're pushed back to the 1-yard line. That was a half the distance penalty. McNeese, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. And now a whistle and a timeout taken by Brownfield. With 9 minutes and 21 seconds left in the game, we'll take it with them. So Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back right after this.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says, go Cats.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Ryan West, Olivia Seha on the camera. As the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 55-7, 9 minutes and 21 seconds left in the game. The Hillcrest Funeral Home fourth quarter. Littlefield has it second down and about 11 at our own 1-yard line. McNeese takes the snap. They hand it off. Payan can't get out of the end zone, and it's going to be a safety. So 2 points for the Cubs. We'll make it 55-9. And then we'll have to kick it off to them. So we had our backs against the wall from the start on this possession. It'll be 1st and 10. Well, rather, not 1st and 10. They'll get a free kick. So Littlefield will kick it off. We can kick from a tee or punt it. What would you do?
I'd personally punt it.
Most of the time, like in the NFL and college, you'll see a punt. But sometimes in high school, you'll see it kicked from a tee a lot in high school and sometimes in college. And we're going to kick it from the tee.
Well, with Adam McDonald kicking, I mean, he's pretty good at finding an empty gap and spinning it and getting the ball to jump over people with his kick. So you might as well kick from a tee.
So the free kick will come from the 20-yard line. With 9 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the football game. Here's the kick. It's going to be a short kick, and it'll be downed at about the 36-yard line by the Cubs. So the Cubs offense will come back out onto the field. And our defense comes back out as well. Our 3 down linemen will be Uriel Ibarra, Tate Clark, and Jacob Kirkland. Out on the corners, we have number 85, Ramiro Candelario, and number 20, Brandon Marines. The corners. It looks like Gabe Villanueva now playing a little linebacker. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off, coming to the near side. He fights through and gets to the 40. So, yeah, Villanueva now playing some linebacker. Ian Mendez on the defensive end, Jose Payan on the end. Number 7 in there as well, Jacob Silvas at linebacker. And our safeties are going to be Adam McDonald. And I can't tell who that is on the far side at the safety position. That's number 9, Aguilar, Avex Aguilar. So second down and about 7. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep going to the far side. We're going to shut it off, and we'll be in there for the quarterback sack. That's a loss of about 4 yards on the play. Good pressure from the far side.
It's a good job by number 88, Jose Payan, keeping it inside.
Yeah, Jacob Kirkland will be credited with a sack. Third down and 10. Trips on the right side, single receiver on the left. Quarterback out of the shotgun, takes the snap, swings it out. Complete out here on the edge. There's blockers. He gets to the sideline. He knocked out of bounds by Gabe Villanueva at the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Cubs at Littlefield's 40. That was number 18 on the reception. And the run after catch for Brownfield. That's Valderas. 1st and 10 Brownfield here on the 40-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback swings it out to the left side. Complete. This time we're there. And a great job out there by Brandon Marines to shuck his blocker and make the tackle out there in the open field on the sideline. Brandon Marines, the senior, makes the tackle.
Oh, while we're waiting on the play, make two shout-outs. Shout out to Mom who's listening. And Tina Green in the comments.
We have 6 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the ball game. Here's the snap. They're going to throw it over the middle, incomplete. Flag on the play. Pass interference on us.
And that route, number 9, Avex Aguilar, hit him before the ball was even thrown.
Clock is rolling. I think they misspotted the ball. So they'll put it at the 27. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back to pass. Throws, has a man open down the sideline, and it is incomplete. It'll be second down now after the incomplete pass. Last week, the game was a blowout like this, and they ran the clock. Tonight, no running clock. 5:22. Quarterback takes the snap, swings it out, complete, and a big hit. Ian Mendez makes the tackle for the Wildcats behind the line of scrimmage. That was a heck of a defensive play by Mendez.
There's been a few times tonight that Ian Mendez is going to clean someone's clock, but avoided him.
So now it's third down and about 14 from the 31-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback swings it out. Again, complete on the sideline. Wildcats stringing it out, and we'll get him down about the 20-yard line and another flag on the play. We'll await the call from the referee. Holding against them. I would say instead of enforcing the yardage, let's just do like a 30-second runoff.
That's a good idea. Let the clock run.
3:43 and rolling. And it's running now. They're going to let the clock roll while they spot the ball. Wildcats will improve to 4-1 this season. The first half of the season is in the books. Before the season started, if I would have told you we'll be 4-1, would you be happy with that?
I would. A winning record's always good, but once district starts, it's 0-0.
So here we go, 3rd down and 15. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops straight back, lets it fly, and it is covered well and incomplete. And a good job out there in coverage for the Wildcats, and I believe that was Brandon Marines once again. So 4th down coming up for Brownfield. They're going to go for it. 4th and 15 for the Cubs. Here's the snap. Quarterback looks to throw. Lets it fly, complete, but short of the first down as he's knocked out of bounds at about the 21, 22-yard line. So Brownfield turns it over on downs, and Littlefield now with 2 minutes and 15 seconds and rolling will just have to run out the clock and send this one into the books. Remember, I asked you if you thought we'd get more than 60 points. We didn't get there.
I was hoping we would. I always like seeing high-scoring games, but at this point, I mean, just take a knee.
55-9, our score on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. 1:45 and rolling. So Littlefield Wildcats will just have to run out the clock, and they're not stopping it. So another big win for the Wildcats tonight. But I'll tell you this, it's going to get tougher. The toughest part of our schedule is coming up. And Major McNeese will take the snap, or rather Chip Green will take the snap and take a knee. And the clock will continue to roll. But, I mean, you look ahead on the schedule, and it's Cahoma's going to be a tough game. And then you get into district play, and everybody's good. Idalou, Muleshoe, Slayton, and Roosevelt. There's no more easy games.
Well, speaking of Muleshoe, they gave Canadian a game last week.
Yep. And they're probably going to win tonight over Clyde. Clyde is a good football team from the Abilene area. 40 seconds and rolling. Green takes a snap. And that should do it. We won't have to run another play. The Wildcats are going to win it 55-9. Littlefield improves to 4-1 on the season. A good win here at home. We'll hit the road next week. Let's take a break, and we'll be back to wrap this one up right after this.
806 Customs is Littlefield's newest auto superstore. From minor vehicle repairs to major overhauls, diesel repair, LS and diesel swaps, and more. 806 Customs is here to serve all your automotive needs. In addition to the mechanic shop, we offer window tint, wheels and tires, and all types of vehicle accessories. We even offer multiple financing options. Located at 508 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Come by or give us a call at 806-410-0711. 806 Customs is open for business and here for you.
It's sad to hear when internet scammers have stolen money from a friend or family. It happens all the time, even in Lamb County. Warren Computer's Scam Scram program will help prevent you and those you love from losing anything to thieving scammers. Warren Computers provides security for your computer, remote support when you need it, and ongoing education to inform you about new ways you could be tricked by those evil crooks. Call or text 806-632-2464 for details about Warren Computer's Scam Scram. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. This one is in the books as the Wildcats win it by a score of 55-9 over the Brownfield Cubs. Congratulations to Coach Bryant, all of the assistant coaches, and each member of the Wildcats on an outstanding night. Back-to-back blowout wins over Morton and now Brownfield here in the non-district schedule, and we'll finish out non-district play a week from tonight in Coahoma as the Wildcats hit the road, and we'll be there with them. So if you can't make the long road trip, be sure and tune into the broadcast on YouTube as well as the audio on littlefieldsports.com, and we'll have all of the play-by-play for you from Coahoma 1 week from tonight. That's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. Again, Wildcats win it 55-9. Make it a great weekend, everyone.
This has been a presentation of Littlefield High School football on West 11 Sports Media and the Littlefield Sports Network. Tonight's play-by-play broadcast has been brought to you by the following supporters: Wellington State Bank, Wildcat Laundry, the Lance Insurance Agency, Hillcrest Funeral Home, the Littlefield Independent School District, Heffington Farms, and Triple T Irrigation, First Federal Bank, Warren Computers, Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC, and 806 Customs. Also by the Lamb County Electric Co-op, Fibermax by BASF, Brown Flying Service, Fades and Foils by Amanda, Energy Fitness, Legacy of Love Hospice, Cliff Land Brokers, Always Towing, and by AAA Truck Federated Auto Parts. This is West 11 Sports Media, your home for Littlefield High School sports.